excuses for my own shortcomings. It's time to take responsibility for me. Daughter of a king who's king of all kings. So, yeah, I've been top tier. Walking with my head.
Welcome to Red Lipstick Vibes, where the vibes are always positive. Now, child, listen, there's a little disclaimer, okay? All views and opinions are not the views of the host. This is a space for all to share their views respectfully and on topic, baby. If you are triggered or bothered by someone's opinions or thoughts, address them directly. Do not come for me, child. There is no censorship here. Unless you are targeting someone personally with the intent of being messy and rude. Let me be clear. We are here to understand all thoughts, views, and address the topics or questions that are being asked. I want to keep the conversation going to gain understanding from all men and women, respectfully. Now, let's start the show, baby.
Confidence of a champ, cause I am that funny. When I professed my dreams, people fell back. They all thought I was crazy. What crack you smoking? I think your vision's hazy. Girl, you must have fell above your head. Did your mama drop you as a child? I think you lost your mind. Nah, ain't no loose screws here. You talking to a woman that moves with no fear. I wanted something different, so I did something different. I saw it, believed it, spoke to God, and achieved it. Yeah, this for every train ride that I ever had to cry to see my dreams thrive. So you wanna get in the mix of God's plan? Well, bless your heart, honey, good luck with that. If it's one thing I know, can't nobody stop my bag, cause what's meant for me, best believe I have. Don't ever let people tell you what you can do. Everything you need is already within you. Look to God who's alive, he makes things new. The blessings falling down, reach up and grab it. Reach up and grab it, reach up and grab it. Don't ever let people tell you what you can do. Everything you need is already within you. Look to God who's alive, he makes things new. The blessings falling down, reach up and grab it. Reach up and grab it, reach up and grab it. Don't ever let people tell you what you can do. Everything you need is already within you. Look to God who's alive, he makes things new. The blessings falling down, reach up and grab it. Reach up and grab it, reach up and grab it. Don't ever let people tell you what you can do. Everything you need is already within you. Look to God who's alive, he makes things new. The blessings falling down, reach up and grab it. Reach up and grab it, reach up and grab it. I can and I will achieve every single dream as long as I believe I can.
Good morning. I know this is like an unusual time, but I have so much where am I? Hold on. I have so much stuff that I have just sitting on my computer, and I wanted to get some of it out the way. And you know me, I wake up every morning around 3:15. It's witching hours for me. Some people call it angel hours, and some people call it witching hours. So I mean, hey. So shout out to everybody that's kind of dropping in. Hey, C Breezy, good morning. 18th letter, good morning. Well, good day, I should say. Trying to get out of the habit of saying good morning after I did my little research on that phrase. How's everybody doing? It's Monday, and it's crazy because it's already February. Let me tell you something. We're going to look up, and then next thing you know, it's going to be like a December. It's going to go by so fast. I'm telling you, it's going to go by so fast. So, as I was saying, I have a lot of things like clips and shorts and clips from like the smoke shows and all that kind of stuff. And I was like, I really need to like go ahead and get this stuff off my computer and off my brain. So why not just crack up live? So I'm not going to be here long because I have to do my meditations and all that kind of stuff. So So let's get started. So, I of course that I did a live stream. One was in December where we talked about your passion fuels your purpose, right? And then I did the live stream on vision, right? So we're going to kind of piggyback off of that because I know, like everybody, we always have these having to have like a New Year's resolution, right? And how many of us know that when you have like a New Year's resolution, um, for example, when people say, I'm going to lose weight for the new year, and my resolution is, I'm gonna start going to the gym, blah 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 blah, right? And it will start off really well, maybe like the first week or so, but then they kind of like fall off, right? They kind of like they fall off the wagon. Um, so let me see. I think I don't know. So I've been using this and shout out to Fatty. Um, I knew a little bit about OBS, um, but I haven't been using it. So, cause like so first I was doing the StreamYard thing, right? Like everybody else. Then the StreamYard thing was like messing up, right? And then they want to charge you an arm and a leg, right? So now, so then I did the restream. That was weird. And then I tried out the EV Mux. And so this EV Mux thing is like the weirdest thing ever. Good morning to the 3 people that's watching. I know people are sleeping right now, but I just want to ramble because I'm always up. And so now this thing, and I see what it is EV Mux is trying to be like OBS, right? Because like all the bells and whistles, some of the bells and whistles that you have in OBS is in EV Mux, right? So and then but it's on an easier interface for like a newbies. So if you're used to, StreamYard, EV Mux probably the easiest thing for you to do. But lately, like the more bells and whistles that they've been using, good morning, hey Fatty, good morning. The more bells and whistles that EV Mux starts to put in, now EV Mux is messing up. Like I need y'all to pick a side around here. So to shout out to Fatty, so I've been working, like you say, in the back. And I think I got the OBS set up together. So I'm going to try it out today for my stream today. Or I think it's at 12:30 or something like that. And so it'll be my first go with the OBS. So it was a learning curve for sure. Learning how to do all the alerts, all those pop-up things, and then putting it in the scenes and sources, and look, it is a lot. Okay, I'm just saying. It is a lot. Good morning, Vaughn Eric. How you doing, darling? Good morning. So, like I was saying, I have a lot of clips from all over the place, and I just wanted to get some of the stuff out the way. I really did. It was just weird to me. And um so like I was saying, like everybody is always talking about they have resolutions, right? And then they do the resolution, and then they're just like, look, 2 weeks in. Like, first of all, the gym is packed January 1st. And by the time you get to like the end of March, all those people that you seen in the beginning of January are gone. People saying I'm going to stop eating this, and then they eat it again. People saying that I'm going to stop smoking, I'm going to stop doing this, and they end up, going back to doing it. And I think because resolutions is not a solid thing, I think if you have a vision for your year, it will become more, better. Let's see what Fatty had to say. Streamer has more money slash resources, better services at all. Yeah. But you know what, Fatty? When StreamYard first came out, right? And then maybe a couple of months like EV Mux, this system came out, EV Mux, right? So StreamYard started putting stuff that EV Mux had onto their system. And then that's when StreamYard started acting weird. It was like, oh, it was like really, really weird. And yeah, I don't know. It was crazy. OBS is hard, but once you get it, it's easy to handle. Yeah, I've used OBS before back in the day. So it's all of the new stuff that's happening on it. I had to figure it out because now they have all these new apps and things, and widgets. That's the part I have to had to get. That's the part I had to get used to, right? Good about OBS is that you can show your right now. Now, Fatty, I like to be doing the extra stuff. So I did have a lot of fun. So like today, my stream is going to be about the quademic, because over here in the States we have a quademic going on. Hopefully it's not going to turn into something where they start doing restrictions. So I'm going to do a stream on that. And so I went, yeah, I was extra. I was extra with the graphics and stuff. I was. So we'll see how it goes later on today. I was extra. But it was fun. It was fun putting all the little bells and whistles and stuff together. So, but yeah, it's cool though. Fatty says OBS is great for people like us to do. Yeah, Fatty, yeah. I've been having a really, really good time doing it. And I found a couple of YouTubers that's all they talk about is the OBS setups and stuff like that, how to use all the bells and whistles, how to pull all the stuff together. So I've been checking out. I subscribe to a couple of those people. One of them, I think his name is Michael Fury or something like that. I forgot. Wait, yeah, I think his name is Michael. He's a Caucasian guy. And I started following him when he started doing the StreamYard, but I follow him and he's really good about explaining stuff. And so yeah. Shout out to Fatty for gifting some memberships. Thank you, Fatty. Shout out to Fatty for gifting 5 memberships. Thank you. Early in this Monday morning. So yeah, I'm excited. I think I'll like it. The only thing now, Fatty, what do you think about so now OBS you can add people to your stream on OBS. So I'm anxious to see how that goes. Instead of using a backup. So I want to see how that goes. Who was the nutty dude? I don't know him. And there's another one I follow. I forgot his name though. Let me see. Fatty says I donate $2.50 to each of them when I was done. These people. Yeah, look. And I would put in the search bar on his page and be like, yes. Shout out to her. Hey, Time. Thank you for coming in. It's good to find other other content creators to do that. So to find out stuff, and I like to find out like the shortcuts to do things. Now the only thing that I need to work on, Fatty, is putting because I have like because usually when I do my streams, brother have to do my sound effects. So I have what do you call this thing? A stream deck. I have a stream deck to do like my sound things. So I'll have to figure out how to do my stream deck thing. So once I get that, I think I'll find it. Oh, you said it's an Asian dude with long hair called. Oh, his name is Nutty. Oh, okay. I'm gonna look him up. Okay. Yeah, it's just the stream deck, so I can put like my little sound effects and stuff, and learn how to incorporate the sound effects into it or whatever. So I think that's the only thing. Let me do this. So for today's show, look, y'all know this thing's always the same. Please make sure you guys donate to the Paper Towel Fund because my son be on some stuff. Okay. So here you go. For the Cash App, for the Kayla's Paper Towel Fund, either PayPal is the same. Of course, we gotta support our autistic little ones. Well, he's not little. Okay. Man, my son is maybe taller than you. My son is almost 6'3", 6'4", and he is 315. Solid. Not flabby, but solid. So I took him to the doctor, and the doctor was like, yeah, do you think you want to get him into football camp? I was like, oh god. Cause like he needs to be in something. Okay, I will. So make sure you guys do support the Paper Towel Fund, Autistic Kids Rap. And so let me get started because it's morning time. My little banner. Let me take this off and put this one on. Okay. So guys, I'm gonna play a little clip. And I mean, I'll drop the link if somebody want to come and chat with me. Cause I never sleep, child, and I'm always up this time of morning. So ain't nothing wrong about having a little chat with everybody. Okay, so I did a short from the show when I talked about having a vision. So let me play it so y'all can refreshify y'all memories. Your vision will determine your tribe. Shout out to the tribe. Your vision will determine your tribe. Let me say that again. Your vision will determine your tribe. And your purpose will drive you to your empire. Man, shut up. Shout out to my mama. Okay. Your vision would. Your vision. Am I preaching, y'all, man? Am I preaching a little bit? I mean, it is something. Your vision would. Okay, so I don't know if everybody's seen it. So let's talk about your vision will determine your tribe. So here it is. In the lesson that I talk about that is 9 times out of 10, when you are focusing on your vision and you're working in your purpose, people that are aligned with you will attach themselves to you, right? Or you will find people that's on the same path as you. It's sort of like your life will kind of align with the people that's going on the same journey as you. So your vision does determine your tribe. And 9 times out of 10, when you're on your purpose and you're going and you're working towards your vision, the people that are not aligned with you will fall off. They will fall off. It will either it's friends, family, whatever, associates, co-workers, wherever, for whatever reason, that energy that you are possessing, they will literally start to fall off from you, or there will be some type of conflict to make you break away. It always happens that way. Always happens that way. So let's go in. So when I say that, that's what I mean. Like your vision will determine your tribe, right? It will determine your tribe. And your purpose is going to drive you to your empire, baby. And in turn, guess what that makes me? Untouchable. Child, shut up.
In other words, you can't touch me. It's like I got the ball in this rugby.
So what do you guys think about that? Do you believe that your vision or your purpose in life will determine your tribe? Determine the people that are meant to go. And it was so funny because Fatty, you said something when you were talking today, and I think I put it in the chat as well. Sometimes everybody's not meant to go with you because they don't understand your vision and your purpose. They're not going to be on the same wavelength with you. Everybody can't go with you. So again, your vision determines your tribe, right? Let's see who's in the chat. I see some people in the chat, and I see the chat is going crazy. Let's see. Fatty, we're not doing football. Sea Breeze is in the chat. Shout out to Tio. Thank you, Tio, for getting some memberships. Thank you, Tio. Oh wow, thank you. So yeah, I think I said it right. Oh, hi, Frieza. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning, Tio. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning to the Cloud Watchers and all that kind of stuff. I dropped the link in the chat if somebody want to come up and just chill with me. They're wild. Look, Fatty, look. I don't know who put that in the Discord. And I was like, that was the. I had to clip it up. 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 So do y'all do you guys agree? Do you guys agree with that? Because everybody can't go with you. And let me tell you something. Let me find that clip, y'all. Because another aspect of that is when people are envious or jealous of you, they will pretend to be your friend or be in your tribe just to get everything out of you, your ideas, your help them out to do whatever it is and all that other stuff. They would do that. They would definitely do that. They will hang around long enough just to steal everything from you, right? See, Breezy, can you say something? Good morning. Hold on one second. I'm gonna bring you up. No yawning up here. Okay. Okay. Are you there? Hey, Fatty. Hold on, guys. Let me set this up back here. Lord. Good morning. Let me get rid of the chat box and all that stuff. I mean, I love it because it's sort of like it has all these bells and whistles and things, just like OBS, because you can do the studio a certain way and all that kind of stuff, and the add the alerts, all that other stuff that they have going on. I think they try to fashion it their the stream thing just like OBS or whatever, but for some reason I think more people starting to get uh use this one. So now they are kind of crashing because sometimes when people come up, they can't hear anything. It's weird. Or it's been acting crazy for like the past couple of months. And it seems like the more stuff they add to the system, then it starts messing up. So I don't
Yeah,
know.
but that's the most problem with most of these apps is like StreamYard got a bunch of money so they could invest in servers and a bunch of like infrastructure. These
Hmm.
companies are trying to upgrade fast because now they can compete with StreamYard because StreamYard went double, but they
Yeah.
don't have the infrastructure. So they will need to have the money to
Yeah.
actually get the same things that StreamYard does. But it looks pretty decent.
Yeah. When I think I used this like maybe last year, and then I started having problems with like the camera kept freezing or something like that, and they were like, "Well, try Firefox and all this," but it does not work. But I realized that it was my computer. My computer wasn't handling it.
Yeah, this looks pretty decent. Can you play videos and how many videos can you upload?
Oh,
Like
a whole lot.
pre-upload.
Oh, a whole lot. Like I have like a whole folder in here.
So
Um,
actually it's better than
it's it's
Restream.
it's yeah, it's just like OBS. Like once you do like you add your scene and your sources, and you can put all those videos in the sources. It's just like OBS, just like
Mm,
OBS. And you know what the crazy thing is about this system? And I hate that I had to like move because with the pro plan, right? All of your alert boxes and all that kind of stuff, and all those little bells and whistles, the transitions, you can actually put it in here.
yeah, that's cool.
Yeah, you can actually put it in here. So it's like, okay. And the thing is like, okay, but that I think that plan is like it's cheaper than StreamYard though. It's like $45 or something like that. But you can integrate all of your bells and whistles from OBS into it. And I think that's why people like it.
How many people can you put on stream at the same time?
It's the 10 people.
And does he has layouts like customized layouts that you can just rearrange?
Oh yeah, yeah. I can do anything on here. I
That's
used to create my own and put it up here.
that's actually pretty decent. I'm going to take a look.
Yeah, I love it. I like it. I'm going to keep it. Just in case, like, because I haven't tried the collab thing on OBS where you can add people to the OBS. Um,
Yeah, but that is a little bit. I wouldn't recommend you to do that. You're
mm,
talking about the adding one person at a time and all that. Like the problem with I don't think the problem with that is that you are going to have six different sources from video, six different sources from audio. Like that is just messy around. That's why I'm still using StreamYard because
mm.
I can literally screen grab that.
Okay, I see what you're saying. Okay, yeah, yeah, yeah.
So
And then,
everything like what you're doing, like I can literally give a dead link to somebody.
Mm-hmm.
still play the bells and whistles and play everything. The link is dead, so it's not streaming for nothing. And I
Mm-hmm.
can just grab the screen, grab the audio, and put it back here. So you can use StreamYard without using StreamYard. You see what I'm saying? And if
Yeah.
you don't have big panels, you
Mm-hmm.
don't even have to worry about paying nothing. You just use the free version and you
Okay.
enjoy it. Yes.
You see what I'm saying? It does this crazy stuff. Like it's kicking people out, or when people come in, they can't hear, they can't, hear the sound or
Yes.
anything. Yeah, that's
And
why I
that's
got frustrated with this.
why I bought the annual version for Restream and I went back to StreamYard until they figure shit out.
Yeah.
Because phones overeating, people getting dropped for no apparent reason. Like StreamYard perfected that for the most part. Most people like the most random, but your grandpa can come to StreamYard and kind of figure out kind of how to do it. Like the rest of these apps, if the troubleshooting is bad, it's
Because
complicated.
I sent the email to them and made a phone. It took them like 3 weeks to answer me. I was like, well, why do y'all take so long to answer somebody? Like, yeah,
Because
just to answer the
they
question.
don't have enough manpower. So
Yeah, I would think that they would, because I mean this system has become very popular. So I don't know. Now someone told me, because I have a Mac, that there's another one, Ecamm. Have you ever used that one before?
Ecamm is what Anton has. Is for Mac users. I think the shit is kind of trash, to be honest. He has a good interface. This is what he uses on the Millionaire Morning Show. He has a good interface, but again, the like because he's kind of for Mac, it gives you a bunch of troubles if you
Mm-hmm.
are from the outside. Like in my opinion, StreamYard is number first still. Streamy probably number two, and then you go miscellaneous about Ecamm, about this one that you're using,
Mm-hmm.
because it's just a question of stability. If you can't even have people on the panel or without their phones blowing up, kicking them out. On StreamYard, you know exactly what it is. Well, the recordings are on. That's why everybody that doesn't have memory is getting kicked out. Let's go. The sound is bad. Put those three, like we kind of know the troubleshooting, what to do with people. Like on this one is close. My audio is crazy one day, the other day is regular. I don't know. So it's
Yeah,
cool.
I don't know. I guess it's trial and error with all these things. So I'm excited to see how my stream turns out today with the.
Yeah, you are a creative, so like I told you, these things is good to unlock people that are kind of more on the creative side, kind of like us. We like to do a lot of
Yeah.
like work pre-show, so we can show people like how they can use things. But other than that, like if you don't know, like it's like a basketball player that is kind of meh. If you are, you can buy all the equipment and buy the arm sleeves and the headbands and the Jordans, the $300 Jordans.
Yeah.
You're going to still be average player. So just go ahead and go crazy, have fun.
So so Fatty, so do you think, what do you think about resolutions? New Year's resolutions, Fatty?
I think it's good. You have to start somewhere. Most people give up because it's difficult to break habits, but
Mm-hmm.
I believe that we as human beings, like living into a place of eternity where there's no ends, there's no goals, there's no nothing. I think we actually need to kind of not visualize, but we need to put some boundaries or some goals while you are in life, so you can live a little bit or have a little bit more purpose, even if it's for a shitty purpose, right? Or for some shitty shit. I think that's actually, I respect people that do a New Year's resolution because that takes accountability. You see what I'm saying? You have to admit that something on your life doesn't go, is not right, right?
Yeah.
So as long as you remember in October that you yourself told that you had that problem, you not get mad at me for pointing it out.
Right.
We good. But that's, I think a lot of us. we have private resolutions and public resolutions.
Yeah,
And
the usual popular thing. You new year, new me. Everybody everybody says that. New year, new me, blah blah blah. I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna do that. The usual same thing everybody say every year. I always
the-
say if you have something outside of the norm that you know that you need to accomplish in life, I think that's like the best way to do it and not just the usual stuff that people always say. Like I need to lose weight. I need to do, but what else about your life that you need to improve that kind of like keeps you going? You won't fall off so quickly.
yeah,
So, mhm.
it's like the New Year resolutions a lot of times is to others, is what others think of me. If you kind of look at what I have to do A, B, C, D, is more on a superficial side. I have to do these things so these people, like I'm saying, these people like me more.
Mhm.
I kind of get it, and I understand because we are social creatures, and our life gets easier if we look some type of way, if we talk some type of way, if you walk some type of way. I kind of understand. It is once again,
Yeah.
it's we are creatures of habit, and
Mhm.
after I don't know how many decades on this planet, it's very difficult to break one habit if you don't see enough benefit to do so. So,
Yeah.
it's-
That was a real interesting thing you said. Like, the resolutions is the superficial things. So in my mind, I'm thinking, well, maybe having a New Year's vision is on a deeper level, if that
yeah,
makes sense. Yeah.
it makes sense. But for a lot of people, resolutions is let me clean the bullshit that I did
Mm.
on the last year. It,
Right. Yeah.
it's I got into debt. I got fat.
Right.
I did this thing that I shouldn't be doing. So now on 2025, let me clean the shit up.
That's true. That's true.
Most resolutions are like that. Are these for the most part.
Like
And if
I
they
ate
are not like this, is I want to go to Paris. It's
right.
like okay, okay.
You're
This
like I ate too much turkey on Christmas and stuff, so now I gotta lose weight. Yeah. That's my resolution. So I don't know.
yeah, that
So on on the stream that I did about purpose and vision. So here is something that I talked about. I talked about pick a side hoe. Let's see. Neutralize the threat. Okay. Don't be doing I'm in the middle. I'm not taking sides. See, in 2025, bitch, you need to take a side. Okay. I ain't hooking with nobody that's not gonna take a side. Mm-mm. Okay, I'm sorry for my potty mouth, but I was bad. Neutralize the threat. If you're not going to take a side, you can't be my friend. We not doing that in 2025. Okay. You better pick a side. What you think about that, Fatty?
the thing about picking a side is kind of like everything is nuance, but it has a little bit of nuance, right? Nobody wants toy soldiers. Like
Yeah.
nobody wants you to say, like, imagine I'm a mean girl, and every time I get mad at somebody, you're mad at them, and everybody I'm happy with them, you're happy with them, and other. If you, nobody wants the mean girl, so I kind of understand. But the thing
Mhm.
about the picking a side shit is very simple. If Red Lipstick Vibes were Oprah, would people have any problem picking her side?
Heck no.
So that's it. It's if you have a tremendous amount, like these people are more than happy to pick a side. They just want the numbers of the lottery numbers. They
Mm-hmm.
don't want to invest in you when they don't know what the outcome is. But if these people knew that Red Lipstick Vibes will win the Powerball in 2027, they will literally be scrubbing your knees, kissing your feet, washing your hands, and say, "Yes, master, let me kiss the ring," because they are playing their position. So in 2027, they get all the benefits from. Oh, I was your friend for 2 years before you won the Powerball. So it's simple. It's what would you do if you had and I this conversation with some, like, what would you do if you had $2 million? Would you be a more giving person? Would you be more intertwined with your group? Would you be more giving to your tribe, or would you actually become a tyrant and use that power to actually abuse people? These people are
Mhm.
very okay and quick to pick a side. They just want to be the winning team for sure. They don't want no struggle. They don't want no let's build. They want to be on the winning team. So yes, if you would pick a side, if Red Lipstick Vibes was Oprah and had $1 billion and a bunch of opportunities to give you, why
Mhm.
don't you pick her sides when the people are rocking with you when they don't have that?
Yeah, I definitely agree with that. And my whole thing about what picking the side thing, and it kind of goes into when I said, your vision will determine your tribe. Um, a lot of people, because I think I did a short or a clip about envy disguises itself as a friend, right? Like, and look, just like you said, people will attach themselves to you for whatever reason, and a lot of times it's not a good reason. They just there because they're there for the ride, right? For me, when I'm talking about picking a side, is especially when there's content. If we're a tribe, right? We're in a group, and we're supposed to be this team and building with each other, and then you're fraternizing with people that hate me. I got a problem with that. I'm sorry, because here is what my mom would say to me. If your friend is in the company of your enemy and your enemy is talking about you, what do you think your friend is doing?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
It's not even, it's not even that. It's why are my enemies so comfortable around you or
Exactly.
talking with you?
Right. Exactly. Why are they so
That,
comfortable? Yeah. Right.
so and, and and you know it's funny, Red. This is
Hmm.
not even on the YouTube shit, it's on real life shit. I don't even
Exactly.
care if you are here for the ride. I had
Hmm.
friends to go to nightclubs. I had friends to go play basketball. I have friends to go jiu-jitsu class. I had my friends in real life serve the purpose. And
Hmm.
if we are just friends for this type of part of the day, I kind of have never problem with it. You see what I'm saying? I
Hmm.
just want you to stick with it.
Right.
Because there's the thing, is the tonight conversation situation. All of you are
Hmm.
all there for the ride. Like the today that girl released another video saying that oh my god, the guy said he had an abuser, and he didn't denounce him. Like I think I said that he was
Oh
essayed
wow.
when he was a kid, right?
Oh no, she going there. Like she's doing a lot.
And now she's saying that he is, it keeps talking about him being essayed, but the guy that essayed him is not in jail or in prison. And the question is, if you really care about kids, like, okay, let's assume that he's in the wrong. He doesn't want to come to terms with whatever the person did that to him, so he's
Mhm.
not snitching or saying nothing, right? It is what it is.
Right.
You heard this story months and months and months and months ago. If you
Right.
cared about children, why
Mhm.
didn't you say, hey, I'll fuck with you, but this is like this person can do wrong to other people. Let's make sure that he's in jail. No, you waited all this time. You didn't look for nothing. Now
Mhm.
all of a sudden, we have to protect the children and we have to make sure that this person doesn't make more. Oh, so now that you are literally out of the situation, now you're weaponizing essay to virtual signaling and to say how bad he is because he doesn't want to tell the person who did it to the cops, so you are going to do it because you are the good person. That's
Right.
bullshit. You never thought about doing nothing about it. And
Mhm.
now that you are out, now you're showing who you are. And this is what will be the percentage of people that you think are like this?
Mm. Like Kitty? What was her
Like
name?
once, like if they're getting what they want, like this is what my opinion is. Who are you when you are mad at me? I
Eh,
am not, right. I am not,
right.
like, you only know your wife or your husband or your friends or your, when they are mad at you because when everybody's happy, when the table is full, when everybody has money, when everybody getting their dreams and everything accomplishes, everybody can be friends with each other. Who are your family? Not when it's time to split the inheritance. Who is
Right.
your family when your dad dies and there's $10,000 in debt that we have to pay? Does anybody wants to get a little bit, or they pretend they're dumb and they push it to the other person that didn't like? You see what I'm saying?
Yeah. Oh,
So,
I get you because it's so many things that came to my mind while you were talking. One, especially when you're dealing with when was it? A couple of ladies' first show where what was her name? The dark skinned girl that came up there and she used what you told her against you at the end. And
hmm,
you guys were trying to get her to understand that this is what women do, this is why men lie. This is the example that you gave with the kitty situation, the same thing. Like he probably would talk about this stuff with them in
yes,
confidence or whatever. And
it's a
now that she's
vulnerability. Yes,
mad, right?
yes.
Now that she's mad, she just telling the whole world about, something he probably, was sharing with them. And that's how people are. And that's why when Uncle Ricky said you need to break them or try them or test people, I agree. You can't just go on when times are happy. You have to see what this person is like when they're mad, when they're sad, when they don't get their way. What See how they respond to things, because then in turn you're gonna be surprised when they end up like doing stuff like these crazy women be doing.
But then there's most people. Like my come to this movie was not even with the woman; it was with Jay Prince.
Mm-hmm.
Because when he said, "I'm not choosing Anton, I'm not choosing Fetty," and I started crying and shit,
Mm-hmm.
he was the said, "Nah, Fetty, come up, man. We need to show these people like that." How it is and da 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 da. This is some real shit. And, da, da, da. And as soon as he got mad with me, that was the first clip that he played. Look at Fetty crying like a bitch. I
Yeah.
was like, oh, oh. So
Mhm.
this is why he wanted me to be on camera.
Right.
Okay. So hey, hey, I learned my lesson,
Right.
and I think most people are exactly like this.
Yes, I
Once
agree. I agree. And I
once you are mad, who are you? And most of us,
Mhm.
unfortunately, like we can even understand ourselves. I
Mhm.
do a tremendous exercise of I do stuff, and then I'm like, why am I mad? Why this person is irritated me? Why do I have some sort of discontent? And maybe I was having a bad day. Yeah, I think it was me. I was a little bit too rowdy.
Mhm.
Maybe I was a little bit in my feelings. Most people, I don't think they have this third and second layer to peel. They are literally there, wear the emotions on their sleeve, and if they get mad because something happened, they can go and look if there's intention there. They can look if it was malicious or not. They can look if it's more about their feelings than what that actually person did. I don't think they have that type of power. So it's natural, and I'm expecting that when people are mad or upset at what they don't have instead of they are grateful for what they have, I kind of expecting them to
And
do
some
what they need to do.
and then sometimes it can be such a something so simple, like a simple disagreement on a topic or subject or something, you're talking about, and they just go off the rails.
We'll take it
And
personal.
yeah, they take it so personal. The next thing you got all your business out the door. That's why I like for example, like me and brother and sis, Mr. He said, Mrs. She said. That's why I say your vision always determine your tribe. We don't agree all the time. We have some disagreements. We don't agree with each other. Sometimes I'll be like, look, and they say the same thing about me. But you have never and you will never see me do a live stream ousting this because I'm mad. That is like the craziest thing I ever seen in my life. Just because you're mad, somebody say something that you didn't like, and you doing 12-hour streams about them, or you on in the back chat talking about them, sharing personal information, sharing personal pictures and things like that. I think that is like the craziest thing. And one thing I know about people when they do things like that, I don't know if you agree with this or not. That's how they felt about you anyway.
Yes, usually it's like this doesn't come from nowhere. It's like a pile up of things and then a blow up moment. But that's even. I don't have a problem when people start us leave a live stream or whatever, or they want to have a conversation with with the supervisor or with their friend when they are mad about it. I don't have a problem. The thing is, you have to be controlled chaos. You have to be in control of your emotion. Even if you're upset about it, you don't slap people just because you're upset about it. You kind of contain yourself and make sure you are giving clear, like even when you asking ChatGPT for
Mhm.
answers, a lot of times it says no emotional talk, stay to the point. Go
Mhm.
like, if I say, hey, I have to write an email complaining about such and such and such and such, stay to the point, no emotional unnecessary language, like it's control chaos. Even if you're going to write an angry email, make sure that you take your emotions out of it and you stay up to topic. A lot
Yeah.
of us are invested. A lot of the things that we say in this space literally validates or negates our existence. This is why, for example, I can have a conversation without taking it personal. Without you,
Mhm.
like if you don't make it personal, I can do it because I'm not trying to validate myself. I'm very comfortable who I am. I'm very comfortable with who I see in the mirror. So I have no type of intention into trying to change your mind because you following my path is not going to make me feel better or worse. And it's
Yeah.
not going to make me if I say go invest in Cardano and you invest in Ethereum, you invest in Ethereum has nothing to do with me. I don't
Mhm.
feel like you invested on the coin that I invested is not going. Some people just are more is like the solipsism shit. They are more ego driven. Is more about themselves, and if the other people doing what they do, if other people saying you are the best, they actually feel good about themselves. So
Yeah.
you have to
Um,
separate yourself from these conversations because if you
right.
don't, you are going to get sucked in into them.
You're gonna get sucked in, and it's so crazy because I'm working on a stream. I'm going to talk about provoking spirits, and it has something to do with that because people like to do that for certain reasons. C Breezy says when you really want to find out who a person is, let them get mad at you. That's very true. You pull it out of them. Either mad or drunk. I don't know. Sometimes when people get wasted, uh, they start talking. People, they start
Uh,
telling.
absolutely, absolutely. There's a couple of content creators on this space that you can clearly see who they are. Like even like a couple of days ago, I unsubscribed from one of them because every time they get a little bit tipsy, they start talking some racist, xenophobic shit.
Oh,
They not like us,
right.
and oh, so this is how you really feel. Okay, I got you. Boop. Let me click the button. Let me click the button real quick. Like
Okay.
every time we can talk about the clouds and you find a way of going. So you don't really fuck with them like that. So go ahead, you got it.
That's crazy. Uh, what are you talking about, Cece? Karina is doing
Let's talk
good.
about crypto.
Oh, okay, okay.
That's
Yeah.
it.
Oh,
I don't have gems.
I've okay. I'm pretty good with the XRP and Bitcoin. I got that going on. I'm questioning whether I should uh buy some of Trump's coins. What y'all think about that? Because
Meme coins. If you are willing to lose your money, invest in meme coins. Meme coins are an all or nothing thing. Meme
Mhm.
coins are gambling.
Okay.
It's just like investments is something that you are expecting return in the medium and long term. If
Mm-hmm.
you're putting a little bit every month, if you believe in the project, all that is like investing in stocks. If you're investing in Dogecoin, then the Trump coin and the Millennia Trump, like did you saw what happened to the Octua girl?
Yeah. Yeah.
That's gambling.
Yeah.
People can complain about that shit because there's a ton of massive projects that are going to give you returns if you wait. So if you're going to put $500 on the Donald Trump coin, take that money as lost. It's like you go in a casino
Right.
and choosing black 33. Maybe it gives you a tremendous amount of return if you leave that shit in time, but
Mm-hmm.
that is a ticking time bomb for the most part because they do this shit to actually get ahead of the people, and if they have enough coins, they will rug pull you the shit out of you when the shit's going to zero. So just be just be willing to lose that money. If it's the money that is not you're not going to miss,
Mm-hmm.
just put $300 there and pay
I just thought
attention
it was
to.
interesting when it came out. I was like, I mean, he is the president. I don't know because look, he's doing. I don't know. He's doing some questionable stuff right now. So I don't know how long.
every every celebrity can launch a coin and tell
Yeah,
people to buy it. Like,
yeah.
oh, I have an order on the door. Give me a second.
Okay, no problem, no problem. See, Breezy, what you talking about? I'm quite sure Captain is going to be very big. Uh, that one, I need to do some more reading on that one. That one's new to me. If you have like a link or something, I haven't really done any deep diving on that one. But if you got some info on it, let me know. But anyway, so yeah, I think I don't know. The Bitcoin thing is, I think it's iffy with all of it, but I think it's going to be, I think it's going to be beneficial in the long run. I guess once we get over this tariff thing, oh God, I don't know. This is going to be crazy with the tariff thing. I don't know. Let me play my little clip while Fatty is doing his thing. So we did take it to him. We can pick this out.
Yeah, I bought a new blankie. I have a new blankie for the winter.
Is it a weighted blanket?
No, so I had weighted blankets, but I never were familiar with the covers. Like
Uh,
I only had pillow covers. I never had like the heavy blanket covers that are very slim. And I bought some black ones. I said, "Oh, this shit is dope."
I
So I
love
bought another one,
it.
and now I can rotate. And now I can rotate the covers. While ones is washing, I
Mhm.
can put these ones, and I can be rotating them. So
I got into the weighted blankets with my son because I don't know if you're familiar with autism. So having some type of compression or weight on them kind of soothes them. So my son had this like weighted blanket that he would like sleep in or whatever, or like when he's having a little meltdown or something, you put the weighted blanket on and kind of like soothes them. And I was like, they have like adult sizes on this thing. So I brought one. That was the best sleep in my life having that weighted blanket on.
yes, I
I
think
don't
it's
know
just
what
human
it
beings.
was, but I was like, whoo, yes.
I don't know why how we survive sleeping on caves only with leaves and shit.
I don't
Like
know.
having a nice heavy blanket on you while you're just watching some TV, and you will have time just to listen to the rain outside, and you're like, damn, that's cool.
But see,
That's,
here's the kicker, Fatty. I would have to have the air conditioning on and a fan if I had, because
wait,
I would
what? That defeats the purpose. You shouldn't be doing
no,
that. Then you are actually a traitor, to be honest.
but
Either you
Fatty,
are.
no, you not understanding.
I hate
I'm a
people that
hot,
are hot
I'm
and
a
cold
hot
at the same time. I hate people that are hot and cold at the same time. I'm sorry, I can't do that.
I am a hot box. I will get overheated quick. It can be freezing in outside or whatever, and look, I need a fan on or something because then I'll start sweating again.
I hate people that are hot and cold at the same time. You don't deserve shit.
Like like right now, my feet are frozen, and I'm gonna put on a sock, and then I'm gonna get overheated, and I'm gonna take one sock off, and it's gonna regulate my body temperature. I mean, I
Mm.
know it's weird. I think it's a woman thing.
I don't know if it's a woman thing. I don't know if it's a
I,
woman thing. I just know that you are right. You're not a part of my tribe if you can't put a blanket on.
Fatty, look, I can
No,
keep the blanket on, but I have to have the fan on. So
but see, but there's the point. You snitch on yourself. You can be a part of my tribe and be doing those like If you don't stand for anything, you fall for everything. A person that is hot and cold at the same time
Patty,
should no.
Patty, look, Patty, I have
No,
too
no.
much.
Listen to your.
I got too
Didn't
much
you?
hair.
Didn't you say pick a side? It's time to pick a side. Either you get the fan or you get the blank. You can't be having a blank and then having a fan on. That makes no sense.
I have. First of all, I have too much hair. Okay, and so my head get hot.
No, here we go with the excuse. I thought it was an accountability channel. Damn, that's crazy.
I cannot.
What's the next thing you're going to say? I was young.
Oh, look, no. Oh my god, I can't
I
stand.
was young. I didn't know what I was doing. My mama didn't give me no milk. This is a bunch of
Let me
excuses.
tell you something. When those ladies be up there saying that crazy stuff, I be like, wait. They're like, yeah, I had 4 babies, and but I was young. Like, what? What are you talking about? You 30. You're not young. What's wrong with you? I just
Yeah, it.
you 14, but you 30 years old. What you mean you young and dumb? Stop it.
So, but that's the question, right? And that's actually the question for you. If I'm going away from the topic, just let me know.
No, no, go ahead.
Like, how much of this is emotions?
All of it.
Because the I was young thing to me is I didn't know what I wanted, and I let myself go because my emotions told me to go that way. You see what I'm
Mm.
saying?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
After you leave, like for the average person, do you really think that they can correct that?
Being young and
And
dumb.
it's yes, how many years? Because I kind of see the same people committing the same mistakes. I think they kind of never learn.
Right. And see, that's the thing. They haven't learned that lesson. And so if you haven't learned the lesson, you're going to continue to repeat the cycle. And I think the reason why they haven't learned the lesson because they really haven't taken accountability for it. And it's like, for example, all right. So somebody had brought up in Discord, we were talking about something, and they were like, "Well, you had your son, you were married." I said, "But guess what? I have one. I learned my lesson. I have no more and no deletions. Why? Because I took accountability for it and I learned my lesson. Now, I couldn't say that if I had 5 babies and 5 baby daddies, right? It's
Yes, it
it's
means that
the
now it means
it's the
there's a
same-
pattern. Yes,
right,
it means
right.
there's a pattern now. It was not once is a mistake, second
Hmm.
is a choice.
Hmm. And you know what? I think another thing is if there was no consequences with the first situation, it doesn't even have to be with children or anything. Whatever it is, if there was no consequences for it, why would you be scared to do not to do it again if you don't have any consequences for it? There was nothing there for you to say, "Oh my God, I'm not going to do that again." That's just like with teenage pregnancies and stuff, right? Like nowadays, when your teenage daughter gets pregnant or your teenage son brings, a kid home or something, there's a celebration, there's a baby shower, there's a what they call a gender reveal. They get everything they want. Mama's there to help. Basically, mama's raising the kid now. There is no consequences for your actions. So guess what's going to happen? Oh, my family gonna have me. Oh, the government gonna help me. I can get food stamps. I can get Section 8. I'll be fine. So there's no consequences for none of it. So in turn, I'm gonna be baby mama of 7 kids and 18 baby daddies because I'm gonna be good.
But there's the thing, like the baby daddy shit is kind of it's like a life decision type of situation,
Mhm,
like changing situation. I
mhm.
think it's not even about the baby daddies; it's about like the more of the small, like the little habits, the lying, the I was a cheater, but I changed.
It's no
I have,
consequences for it, Fatty. They didn't
yeah,
learn no lesson.
but there's
There
the
was
point.
no lesson learned.
But there's the thing, and this is a common thing between people that are actually get cheated and get caught. They get consequences,
Mhm.
but it was never about the consequences for them. It was about them getting caught. It was about like they feel sorry about themselves. That's why they start crying. Oh my God, don't leave me. It's not because they are remorseful, it's because they got caught. Because most
Right.
of these people are going to do it again with other people. Like they have it in them. You see what I'm saying? Is
Yeah, yeah,
it
yeah.
like you see, like I get it when you are a kid and you
Mhm.
steal an apple. Like you do some dumb shit. You see what I'm saying? Or
Yeah.
even when you are younger, like older people do dumb shit too. It is what it is. But like it's more of the pattern shit, the pattern of behaviors. You see what I'm saying? For
Got
the most part, I think people don't break their patterns. They just either try with new people. You see what I'm saying? They do a phone reset and they
it.
literally pass. You know when you buy a new phone and now you don't have to do all the things that you used to do. Now you just put it there, you sync it with the old one, and in
Mhm.
like 2 hours you have everything that you had on the phone on your new phone.
Yeah.
I think most people do that. They do the new year, new me, kind
Mhm.
of, and they get the new phone and it looks like he's new, but then they download the
The old
whole
stuff.
thing that was.
Right. Right.
Yes, and by
Yeah.
March they
Mhm.
don't even remember they changed the phone. I think that most
Exactly.
people are like this,
Yeah, it's like they changed the clothes, but they didn't take a bath. They still
but
dirty.
they didn't take a shower. Exactly, the
Yeah.
stench is always going to be there.
Now,
There's a good analogy.
here's another one too. Sometimes people enjoy or they find pleasure and keep doing the same thing over again. It's sort of like a high.
Yes,
They become addicted to the because I've heard people that like cheated or something like that, and they would be remorseful, but it's something in them that keeps chasing that high, that um suspense of getting caught or whatever it is in their brain. It
yes,
just seems
is the taboo.
mm,
Is the taboo
mm,
is you did this thing over and over again, so now you have to fuck on the car in front of a police station so you can feel the thrill.
mhm.
It's the taboo, but that's when you do some dumb shit. And in my opinion, and this is why, for example, I try to avoid people that are bored a lot, that they get bored easily when they're doing nothing, is
Yeah.
because I know for the most part you are going to commit mistakes when your brain is literally always looking for the next high. You are going to do that. You are going to make, like, having people around you that don't understand that lives is full of up and downs, and just
Mhm.
because you feel nothing, that doesn't mean that it's something bad. Actually, our ancestors were eager to not feel nothing, something, because oh, it's peace, nobody invaded us, there's not a saber-tooth tiger try to get at us. That's nice.
Right, right.
But then we just got too comfortable. We
That
just
it,
got too comfortable. We have a bunch of resources. We have a lot of food. We have a lot of places to go. So, unfortunately, the most privileged people in the history of mankind are the ones that are doing the most, just because they have enough time on their ends.
so what do you think about the people that are addicted to trauma, or addicted to the hurt? Because you have some people that likes the
You
pity
give
party.
them you give them what they want.
They like the pity party. They like the attention of
You
that
give
people.
them you give them what they want, and then and then you stay away from them. And then
Yeah.
you give them what they want, and you stay away from them. If you are a damaged person and you actually like that shit, either I'm not dealing with you at all, or I'm
Hmm.
going to deal with you like you want to be dealt with. And it's
Yeah.
not my problem. It's your problem.
Yeah. Because
Like,
I noticed, like, because I'm a woman, so I'll speak for women. And when I'm listening to a lot of people talk, not just on the YouTube streets, but just in out in the real world, I find that a lot of women, because we keep asking, okay, so if you know this person is bad for you, or you know this is something bad for you, why do you keep going back to it? And I'm listening to them, and I'm realizing that they are addicted to the response they get from the trauma stuff, and they like
yes,
it,
they
and
like
so
the game.
they
They
keep
like it.
doing it.
Yes. It is the cat and mouse game. They love it. That's literally how they see the relationships. Is the I will fight you so the makeup sex will feel great. And nowadays, the only sex I like is
Mm.
just like it's how do you even live with the like if you get like when I say I don't want to give these people call. I could do messy shows every motherfucking day if I want to.
Oh yeah, it's
But
plenty to
you
talk
know
about.
what is happening. But you know what happens. You get people addicted to cocaine, and now you can dive that shit back.
Yeah,
There's nothing that you can give to these people that is actually sufficient for them to just feel good about them with some regular meal, because they are looking for that line on that table so they can do it.
that's
Like
real.
we are conditioned to that shit.
Yeah.
And when it comes to when it comes to people, right? When it comes to people actually mingling with each other, that's
Mhm.
what we do too for the most part.
Yeah.
Is some people get accustomed to. Have you ever noticed that when a person says the woman of my dreams or the man of my dreams or not the man of my dreams, the person that was the most special
Mhm.
is literally the person that put you through the most, put you more damage in your life. Like you two
Yeah,
were
they
to pay.
like that stuff. They like that crazy stuff.
Yes,
It feels good to them.
yes, and you know what's funny?
When you hear women like, if he not beat me up,
Yes,
he
I
not
like
a
a man that put my hands, put yes,
I need
and
a man to
and
handle me. I don't need no man. What kind of stuff is I need a
until
man?
they get it. But that's the thing, until they get it,
Exactly.
and then they get it, and then they complain, like Red. I know why I'm at this point.
Hmm.
Relationships bore me too, right? But at least I know my triggers. I know exactly what's going on. I
Yeah.
don't project that shit in people. I don't like. There's nothing you can do to stop how I feel about shit. Nothing. You can tell me I'm going to be the best cook, and the best clean, and the best this and the best that. There's nothing you can do to stop me from being who I am. So I'm going to inform you what it is, and then you choose to deal it. I don't like the toxic way and the ups and downs and the left and rights. This is my weak spot when it comes to actually dealing with you. So if you want to be in this ride, just up on.
Yeah.
Most people don't like they like the the blind date shit that you
Yeah.
just go there. Most people are literally telling to the person, hey, get a blinder,
Mm.
get a
Mm-hmm.
blinder,
Hmm.
because I'm not going to tell you. It's going to be on year 2.5 with one kid in hand. You're going to actually know this about me.
Right. And then
And
they get they want something so bad that they ignore the red flags or ignore the things that like you clearly see what's going to happen. But
yeah,
because you want this so bad, and matter of fact, that's what I did my last stream on. A piece of a man is better than none.
have you
Like,
seen that?
like you
Have
was
you
just
seen this Matt
doing all
Barnes?
kinds of stuff just because you have to have to say that I have a man or a woman, and so you ignore all I use Danae Jackson and Derek Jackson as an example, and the whole Nazaya and Jarvis Butts thing as an example. Like you have people that would just know that people are bad for you, and they treat you bad, but you just do everything in your power just to say, "I got this person." Now that is a that, and I hate when people call me and Miss She Said and Miss Takina, they call us pick and stuff because we kind of agree with a lot of things that the men are saying. We're the pick but those women are the real pick That's the real definition of a pick when
No,
you would literally just lose yourself and do everything against the law, nature, and everything just to say, I got this man or woman. That's a
did
pick
you saw the Matt Barnes situation?
Pat Barnes.
Yeah, so Matt
That's
Barnes is
that's
a
a basketball player, right?
is an ex NBA player
Yeah,
that,
yeah,
like, remember the guy that drove that Kanye sung the 30 hours, he drive
yeah.
30 hours, blah, blah, blah. Like
Oh
that
yes, yes, yes. I know what you're talking about. Yes.
yeah, that dude, the girl that was with her literally said that there was 9 women that he had sex with on the last, I don't know, year or something like that.
They accept it.
And and those are actually the pygmies.
Thank you.
It's
Exactly. That's
like
what.
nine of y'all, and that
Exactly.
man as a woman, like you. The difference is that most of these women want to be picked by one man. You
Mhm.
are literally willing to share a man
They don't
and to
mind
be
being
picked by him
vulnerable.
if there's like that's crazy.
Fat.
And nobody and the thing, and you can play victim because
Mm-hmm.
you know he had a woman. You
Oh,
know it. That's why women are so embarrassed a lot of times to be the side piece, is
mm-hmm.
because you know it. There's no excuse. You can come around and say, "Oh my God, I was played too." No, you play the game. That's why you like him.
Fatty came to you. Yes, Fatty. Thank you. Fatty, when it first came out about the Derek Jackson thing, I did my due diligence. I did some research, and I look. Even my content was shared on Tasha K. Shout out to Tasha K. She used my content. Um, this woman literally was. She said herself that she was okay being in a rotation, and she even supplied the girls for him. That's crazy.
They don't have a problem. It's like the Casey girl and the Didi situation. Oh my
But
God,
she wanted to play
they
victim when it came out that he had other women. Then she want to be like, oh, what the Jesus Christ, and he's going to be okay. We're going to pray for her. Like, lady, you were a participant
yes, it
because
is
and
you.
then she was hiding who she really was because I found evidence where she said she really wanted to be a boy. She was fatty. She that's why she started dressing like a dude and stuff because that's what she really was. She was watching the videos and stuff. You know how when you watching the porn and stuff like that, and usually women are paying attention to the man. Oh, she was paying attention to the woman. She admitted this.
Yeah,
Crazy, crazy, crazy,
yeah,
crazy.
but there's what you're saying is like, and they talk about feminism and the white woman like that is white
Mhm.
women were never oppressed. They were literally in the car. They were the getaway driver. They just didn't like their cut,
Exactly. Yeah.
right? With
Hmm.
these relationships, a lot of times is the same thing.
Yeah.
Is the like the Casey girl? Respectfully, you were with him for 10 years. You saw everything the motherfucker was doing. You probably were a part of it. You just didn't like your cut.
You
This
didn't
is the
like
same thing
that.
with the Kita situation. You
Mm-hmm.
know exactly what these people were doing. You just didn't like your cut. It's
Right.
always about your cut. It's
Mm.
always about what am I getting from this. And if people are okay with getting their emotional rush and they cheated on me and now we get better and they will stay. As soon as they don't like their cut, this is like that's when they actually say what they actually really feel. This is when they say you was a cheater, an abuser. That's why that's why you were with him so long. Because if I ask you what was the relationship that you stay the most, is usually not the fuck. This not the LT one. Is the
Right.
shitty one.
It's the toxic, what they call it, toxic, the toxic
Yes.
relationship. Because
That's
they like this. They like that crazy stuff. And it's crazy because a lot of times people, just like you say, like as long as they're happy and they're getting what they want, and as soon as you do something that they don't like, say something you don't like, or they're not getting what they want, and then all of a sudden they want to be the victim, and then they try to make you look like the villain. But then if you get the whole story, it's the other way around. It's like it's
even if you are the victim, you choose to be there. You are victim of your circumstances.
mhm.
But look, right, I take accountability for everything I did if I actually have a fault in it. I'm not going to just be around and give you the oh my god, I didn't know. No, no, no. Some people don't even
Right.
like. I respect two type of victims. Is the husband that was blindsided and the woman that was promised the earth and the sky and the moon, and all she got was a motherfucking shitty rock with some mud on it.
Right.
I have to respect them because there was not a pattern or behavior there. It sounds everything was good, and just when you get home, your husband is in your bed with another bitch. I understand that, right? The religious guy that promised you, that
Mhm.
believed in, like I respect that. Most
Mhm.
of us are not being blindsided.
Right,
Most of
right.
us, Red, I read. It becomes sad at this point. Like my kind of love life, it become sad. I will meet this woman on a regular.
Mhm.
I will on purpose show him that I'm not the guy that they're looking for. And instead of them saying, you know what, that is not for me,
They still gonna
they
try.
like me more. And that's crazy.
And you know why some women do that? A couple of reasons. One is they think that they can change your mind. The whole, you hear a lot of women, you know, my poonie can, do once he get mine, I would change his mind. He gonna want me, that kind of thing. And then a lot of women have this thing where they just want to fix you. So they see you
But
like a little puppy. They want it. They would say, "Oh, okay, he sound who hurt you, baby? I'm gonna fix you, and then while I'm fixing you, you're gonna fall in love with me. You're gonna give me what I want because I'm gonna love you so much that it's gonna change you." And a lot of women think that way.
there's the thing, there's nothing to fix. On the contrary, I'm better than
Yeah,
most of the boyfriends
you
that you
you
had
know
before.
that. You know that, but they don't know that. They in their mind they think that you're broken because if you're not, you know, doing what they think that a man should do or be or whatever, they think you're broken. They think that their love, their punani, their nurturing, whatever they think they have is going to change your mind.
I just think it's more about the challenge. Is the let me
That
go
too.
ahead and see if I can ride the bull. Then and when I get the horns, I'll be upset and sad about it. Cause and this is why I don't buy the I was young. Even though the I was young sometimes actually makes sense. These women are doing this shit on their early 30s.
Exact. That's what I said earlier. Like you
It, it, it,
30
it's
years
it's
old.
it, it's oh, so you were young, so you don't understand. I'm clearly, I'm saying, hey,
Right, right, right.
there's no way. I'm this monogamous shit. I don't want to be polygamous and polyamorous and whatever amorous the name is. But
Hmm.
respectfully, I know sooner or later I'm going to have the wandering eye. And I know what I can give you that can make your life way easier than it is that we have going on. Because I am like that. Everybody around me actually is one of the things that I am proud of is trying to make people's life easier.
Hmm.
But for the most part, that part of me you probably are going to experience. Because the best way to predict the future is to look at the past. And all my relationships kind of were like that. It was all good until it wasn't. And it
Right.
was not because something was not happening, it's because it was me. I was speaking. And I know myself that much that I'm saying the only way that I don't do it is because either I can't or because I'm literally getting away from these people and not being around them. But you are
Hmm.
going to stay on the cage for how many years, Batman?
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Especially if you have superpowers. Who is the person that can fly but doesn't fly just because? My husband told me not to fly, so I'm not. Sometimes, hey man, husband is not watching the shit. You know how to fly,
And
right?
my
And you
when
told
it
people
comes,
that you know how to.
yeah.
You told people that you know how to fly. If
Mhm.
people are not okay with you flying, get a walker. It's fine. But that's the problem with these conversations is that you're telling, hey, I know how to fly. And
Mhm.
sometimes I don't feel like being stuck on traffic. Sometimes I'm going to fly. I know you don't want me to fly. And they say, oh no, baby, don't worry. I understand. No, you don't.
No, you don't. Right, right, right. Yeah.
Because if you did, you would say, hey, thank you very much. I appreciate it. But flyers is a no go for me. I dealt with flyers before. I don't deal with flyers. I'm going to get the walker. But no, they want to get a flyer and convince him that you should be walking every day, all day. It's not going to happen.
So here's my thing when it comes to that. It's like, shout out to my parents. um, I think by now, because I hear these conversations all the time. By now, women should understand that monogamy is a choice. It is not something that is built in you guys. That's not who you guys are. It's
It's not natural for both man and woman. It's not natural at all.
so it's a choice. So if you are if you in this day and time and after all this knowledge that has been going across the airways and you still think that is where it's supposed, it is a choice to do, it's a choice to do that. It's not something that's natural. You're going against nature, really. So here's my thing. This is what I tell anybody that I'm in a relationship with. I got a couple of rules. Here we go. Don't ever let me find out. That bitch better never come to my doorstep say I'm sleeping with your man. Please do not let her be in the same city. She better be another. I better not ever find out about it. And don't bring me no diseases. And don't bring me no babies. That is my rule. If you can adhere to that, we good.
Your body tells you every day that he wants other people. Not every day, but every 3 weeks he reminds you, hey man, why do I have this tingly every time I see this person? Man, woman, whatever.
Hmm.
We first we are not even supposed to live 70 years. That shit is very recent.
Yeah.
We are like the fourth generation that thinks it's normal to live until 88.
Yeah.
And we cry when the person leaves too. Oh my God, he was so young. That man was 65.
Yeah.
Most of us, through history, were living 20s, early 30s. You had to have kids by 13 because those motherfuckers will be either dying during their birth or they're going to be, like you see what I'm saying? Like they will be without parents when
Mhm.
they turn 15.
Yeah.
You, if you are supposed to be monogamous, it was on those short spurts in life where, hey man, you are who you are. You get this woman. You are going. She's going to have a bunch of kids from you and only stay pregnant. You are going to die at 31, so make the best life out of it. And you see what I'm saying? Other
Yeah.
than that, other than that, you can convince me. I would even bet. I would not bet. Like if I knew the ins and outs of my parents' marriage and they'd be together for like 40 something years,
Hmm.
I think if everybody knew how their parents got together and what they did on year 13 and on year 27 and all that shit, most people will be shocked.
Yeah. And see, that's the beauty of, that's why I talk about my parents a lot. So my parents got together when they were 13. So, and they were married for 53 years. And so I kind of got a glimpse of a lot. And I know about my dad stepping out, right? I know
Yes,
about, like, for as far as I know, it was twice. Like, right, we're in the early, I say, when
that
it,
she caught it.
yeah,
That's
when it was
kind of-
like, I think my mom said when it was like around their 10 year mark or something like that, and then again later in their marriage, and that's why I adopted the what she taught me. She was like, don't
don't look
I don't
for it
want to
because if
know.
you're going to look, you're going to find out.
I don't
Yes,
know.
don't look for it.
Don't have no hole in my face. Don't embarrass me in the public. So whatever you do, you better keep them holes on the check. That's just about that. I mean, people, ladies might say, "Girl, you crazy? Don't be accepting it." It is what it is. You're not going to stop a man from doing what he do.
You are going to leave one just to get another one that cheats on you.
Exactly. It's gonna be the same thing. So here is what I accept, my rules and regulations. You tell me what you feeling about it, and we come to an agreement. And
I
now,
don't
and
even.
who's to say that he may never act on it? But just because we have those boundaries and those rules set, just don't have me out here in these streets looking like a fool.
Yes, and the thing is, he's going to sooner or later be tempted. The
Hmm.
thing about it is,
Yes, most definitely,
that
most
we're
definitely.
saying this 50 years is
Hmm.
not just the good and bad. You have to be prepared for the ugly. And the thing is, we talk about our grandpas.
Mm-hmm.
Our grandmas are saints too. This is respectful. Like it's not even about being saints. The
Fatty.
same way that
Look, at my grandfather's funeral, child, we don't look. That whole thing was like got the family in the next town.
eh,
At my grandfather's funeral, baby. Okay. I had all kinds of cousins and stuff. Be like, who are you? But at the
that-
same time, guess what? My granny knew all about it. She would. And this your cousin. That's Susie Ann. She lives in Sumterville. That was your grand. She would because Grandpa took care of his business. She
but
was taken care of, so it was like, hey, do what
but
you
right,
do.
that's the thing, right? Think about it. They are not willing to do that, but they are willing to get Matt Barnes with Matt Barnes a piece side
Heck
chick
yeah. Heck yeah.
with
Yeah, yeah.
the eighth woman.
Uh-huh.
You are not willing to be the official wife and share him, but
Mm-hmm.
you are willing to be the side chick
Look.
and share him the same. Like,
And
it's
then little fatty, they get mad when they realize that they're not the only side chick.
yeah, it's a lot of ego. It's just a lot.
They know they're not the only side chick. The what they call them, the bottom bitch. Is that what they call them?
No, but a
The
bitch.
main chick. Who's the main chick?
But that and there's just people being not being honest with themselves. Because if they
Exactly.
were, they would
Mm-hmm.
know exactly what time it is.
Mm-hmm.
You know
Mm-hmm.
what time it is.
Hey,
You
ladies,
know exactly. Especially when you deal with the person that you know as like you like him for a reason.
exactly. And
You
then
like him because uh,
look, these women research these dudes before they get with them. Okay, they know you already know this man's pattern. You already know he's a ladies' man. If he makes what the 666 thing they always talk about, the six figure sixes, and he's a rich man. You know these women are throwing themselves at. You know he has access to all of it, and yet in your mind, you think that because you come into his life, all that's going to change. No, it's not.
but there's the thing. We as men we do the same thing. We know this woman gets bored for no reason. We
Mhm.
know she always have to be doing something because if she's not doing something, she's going to do some dumb shit. And you still choose to be with her. No, it's not a mistake.
Mhm.
You chose a wild horse. Now ride on that shit. You don't tell the wild horse to just, hey man, just chill, bro. Today is Sunday.
Mhm.
Nah. Every time, like those. My neighbors have these like crazy dogs that every single time they're outside, they're like, like hyper, like
Yeah, yeah.
on Adderall type of dogs.
The
I
little
always,
chihuahua.
I always wonder. I'm like, damn, you guys, how do you even have a dog like this? The dog is walking you. It's not the other way around. He's the
Right.
one that is walking you and going. "Ah." So the question to me is like, so if even having a dog like this is exhausting because the
Mhm.
motherfucker just can't stop.
Mhm.
Imagine having a partner like this that can just have a nice, calm walk, a nice, calm day, and be happy with it every single time you go outside. Is the motherfucking adventure because, like, you always want to do something.
Yeah. And they're making a bunch of noise. That's what they're doing. Irrelevant noise. Uh, some Sea Breezy put some. I wanna say something about this one. I want to see what you think about this question. So so we talked about the young and dumb, right?
Mm.
But what do you think? Now I'm tired of hearing this too. Someone don't know what a healthy environment looks like or what a healthy relation looks like. What do you think about them? They always using that excuse for their behavior.
The ignorance of the law. Remember, the ignorance of the law is not the excuse to break the law.
Cannot. I
Hey,
mean,
sounds like a you problem.
right.
Sounds
I
like a
mean,
y'all problem. Like a disrespect. Like you can see it on the relationship with their friends. Your girl gets home and she talks shit about her best friend the whole time. Oh my god. Oh my
Mm-hmm.
god, Rita is such a hoe and Annabella, oh my god. Like look at what she's doing. That's so corny and look at how she dressed and look at the dress. Like can you believe that she got outside like that? Do you believe that uh Kanye's wife, girlfriends are not talking shit about her right now for being butt naked on the red carpet?
Oh my goodness, I saw that.
Like you really believe that they're not kicking and cocaine on the back and all that shit? Like you know that shit.
Look,
And if you
ah,
pick people like this is your problem now. Go ahead, you pick that shit, deal with it. It's fine.
and then she gonna get mad because everybody gonna be talking about looking crazy on the red carpet. But
That's crazy. That's crazy. I had a bunch of these people around me, like woman that as soon as like I'm not talking about the regular like it's regular to comment about shit, right? Oh man, uh, uh, Red said that on the show. I kind of didn't like it. That's regular, right? It's regular because we talk with people. We are social beings. I don't see no problem of you saying like just because you are explaining something to people doesn't mean that you actually against them or you are defending that shit, right?
exactly
You're
right.
just talking.
Just talking.
But once you are actually talking cash money, man, look at what she doing in her hair, blah 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 blah. So you think she's coming to you with this information and talking all this smack about her girlfriend, and she doesn't do it when she's talking with them about you?
Right. That was the point of the clip about picking a side. I was saying like you're gonna be everybody going to be in the conversation. You're not going to be just sitting there, looking crazy or not saying nothing at all. If you're in the company of it, that to me that makes me think you're co-signing.
Absolutely. So you're talking about her titty sag and all the shit. You think she's not talking about your dick size, the
Right.
dick size, and the
Mhm.
how your farts smell and all that shit? Like
Right.
for the most part, this is actually business about each other. You go ahead and say this is just up to you, and then when you get to your husband and you get to like it's dark and nobody's watching, you know exactly what these people are going to tell. And hey, it's just about me and you, okay? You just stay here. So if this happens to you once again, you have to be careful about who is going to happen next. And this is like you said on the show when they say, "Oh, you need to be vulnerable and all that," and I say, "I'm 5'7" and I'm very insecure about it. And as soon as they get mad, that's exactly where they go.
You sure do.
That's why you don't get no bitches because you are a midget.
Right.
Shut up, right?
They go
It's
straight for the juggler too. They was just like, wow.
so it's the same too. People don't know what healthy relationships because they get uncomfortable with when people treat them right.
Hmm. So,
They just get uncomfortable.
does that go back to what C Breezy said that maybe because they never seen or been in a healthy relationship, that's why they're
Oh
comfortable
no,
in?
they don't. Oh no, they see it. But a healthy relationship requires job. It requires nurturing. It's
Mm,
like you have to go outside of your way every day to go and put some water on that plant.
right.
It requires work, and they are willing to do it for themselves, but they are not willing to do
Not
that
for
for
other
you.
people. Oh my God, Fatty. I did a show a couple of years ago on the very same thing we were talking. Of course, we're going to talk about women because that's what I talk about. And I was explaining to the men is it's the problem is women today are just selfish. It is all about what you can do for them. They don't want to do anything that requires work. That's why many times in relationships, they're really the ones that's out to leave. They don't want to put anything in, but they want to get everything out. They want the man to be traditional, but they don't want to be traditional. It's
So,
like
so
they don't want to put in the work. And if you say you going if you don't do it in the timeline in which that she wants, she's out. It's like no patience, no instinct of being a nurturer or any type of like, okay, this is my man, I'm going to be with him or whatever. None of that. It's like it is what it is. They have become so militant. It's crazy.
So my thing is, I don't think I don't think the problem is woman not wanting to do the work. They are very wishy-washy and they don't want to do it at your time. It's like, for example,
Mhm.
imagine that you are single and you kind of like to cook and clean, and you do it because it's on your own time. So you don't have no problem with that because you don't have to work at all times every time. But once somebody comes in and now you are made to do it because the
Yeah.
person gets off to work at 7 and he has to eat at 8,
Mhm.
now they start to resent you because it's a chore,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
So, and this is what I was talking with somebody yesterday about. It is that it's not that these people don't want to cook and clean; they want to do it at their own time and when they feel like it. And I had the experience on this place with somebody
Mhm.
that rhymes with Stinky Prince, that he had the same problem. The
Yeah.
problem was not working. The problem was working on a structure. His problem was having a schedule. The problem had to add like some type of structure that is going to make you kind of have to do the work when you like it and when you don't. Because now it's going to sound like oppression. Now it sounds like we don't let you do you. Now it sounds like we are actually contributing to you being miserable when you were doing it on your own every day, all day, if it was up to you. You could stay for 12 hours on Fight Club every motherfucking weekend, 36 hours per weekend. But when it comes to do your shit, you want to do it when you want to. And that's not how life works. Life is today I don't feel like it, but I'm going to put my ass on the desk not because I need to, but because I have to. These women don't want to do it because they have to. They just want to do it when they need to. And that's the fucked up part about it. It's like, how are you going to the gym now that you split with me when you weren't doing that shit when I was with you? How are you a gym fitness goddess all day posting pictures,
Right.
doing kegels to
Right.
get their pussy tighter and
Mhm.
going to yoga and whatever, and you are hyper, but when you were with me and I told you to go to the gym, you didn't want to do it.
I'ma show you. I'ma show you.
Yes.
That's the value. I'ma show you
And
something.
and there's the problem. It's not that they don't have the work ethic. They
No.
want to do it at their own time, and that's incompatible with the relationship because the life of a man is literally doing shit that he doesn't want to. Do you think he wants to work out 10 hours per day?
Exactly.
Do you, do
Exactly.
you do you think he wants to be just with you? He doesn't want other women. Do you think he wants to be always with? No. Life of a man
Mhm.
is 6 a.m. It's cold outside, but I have to go and walk
Gotta-
this motherfucking dog because I don't want to. I don't want to walk the dog. I want to stay cozy inside, but I
Mhm.
have to.
And
So
that's what I just said. Like it was like they expect the man to do to be on that level, but they don't want to do that. It's like it's like you say on their time, and that goes back into I'm selfish. Is when I say, and if you go against my structure or what I believe it should be, then I'm mad at you. I'm mad at you. You not getting no punani now because I'm mad at you because you ain't do what I told you to do, or you trying to make me do something that I don't want to do at the time that I want to do it, and so we gonna have problems. But that's not how it's supposed to be. So
it's it's again human beings, and this is why I'm kind of expanding the conversation to you're just human beings, man and woman in general.
hmm
We are our brain is our biggest enemy.
hmm
Is we want what we don't have. Everybody single wants to get cuffed. Everybody cuffed wants to get single. People that live on a cold environment want hot. People that live on a hot environment are tired of the heat. Want like it's
yeah,
just a mess.
yeah.
It's just a mess.
Yeah, it's all over the place. So the question is, so Uncle Ricky always asks this question, or his response is crazy. Do you think that any of this is going to get any better, or do you think it's going to get worse? The disconnect between people in general, not just in relationships, but the whole, how can I say, like enemy frenemies. Love when
Yes,
yeah.
yes. It's going to get better when we have an episode of Black Mirror.
Mm-hmm.
You can hide shit from me now anymore. The end of the day, we take both of our SIM cards from our back of our head and we put it on each other head. Yes,
Okay.
that it has to be something like now that everything that actually got us under control was removed,
Mm-hmm.
we have to find a way to suppress ourselves artificially again. So this is what's going to happen.
Mm. Hmm. That's interesting. Do you think that the computer age or the social media age has a lot to do with that? The disconnect in the people, in people, having the because I think the new social media age has a lot to do with communication. Like people don't know how to communicate and stuff no more. You know what I mean? Uh-oh. Oh, Fatty came out. He kicked you out. Hold on. I'll put you back up here, Fatty. Are you there, Fatty? Mm.
Either we have artificial intelligence, robot components, shit that makes it actually mean what we say and say what we mean,
Mm-hmm.
or we keep doing some dumb shit to each other and half of us stay asleep and playing the oh my god, I live in a bliss I don't see it, and half of us literally be savage out here and lie, cheat, and steal to get what we want. Now that I meet you at 28 and I can literally check your body count because your chip says how many times you had intercourse with different men, now we are on.
Right, right, right.
Now, now I can go to these long runs to the gym that last 3 hours, and I get home and I says, "Nah, I just stay on the sauna a little bit." No,
Mm-hmm.
now I know that you have a mistress. Now I know that, like you see, what I'm saying, like for most part of humanity, humans did what they wanted to do if they couldn't be unchecked. Spoiler alert: the same way these social medias and companies know everything about your financial life with the click of a button. Where
Yep.
did you live? Where do you go? All this shit. Hey,
Mm-hmm.
bro,
I agree.
it's the Chinese, the social credit shit.
Mm-hmm.
Once you get the romantic credit thing, once you get that, now you're good. Now you can literally check the tendencies of a person like you're playing a basketball game and you know, hey, Patrick Mahomes always goes left and sends the ball to the right.
Mm-hmm.
That's when the shit is going to get solved. But it's
Yeah.
not. It's not going to be solved at
Mm.
all.
Yeah.
At
Mm.
all.
It's gonna be interesting to watch this all this stuff play out. um, what time is it? Okay, so I have a clip. So I have something about neutralizing the threat. So let's take a peek at that and see what I had to say. It's 2025, y'all. Just neutralize the threats. All distractions, all negative people, all the craziness, and address your own fears. And let me say this, and then we're gonna go over to this. Okay. Don't come telling me that you want something or you feel something and you want to do something and oh I want this and then you come out your mouth with fear. At the same time, if you don't get away from me, I'm so crazy. Get away. Because you're saying something that you trying to do or want something and then you knocking it down in the same breath. That's we're not doing that in 2025, y'all. Come on. If y'all don't raise your vibrations around here, some of y'all need to listen to some frequency music, okay? Turn off, if you want to watch YouTube, listen to some frequency music. white noise or something, because y'all just neutralize every threat. That means around you and in. Oh Lord, see, we gonna be here all night. In you, y'all can tell I'm a pastor's daughter, huh? It's 2025, y'all. Just neutralize the threats, all distractions. So I'll be saying the crazy stuff. So, Fatty, what you think about neutralizing the threats? And threats can be anything: people, persons, things, places, and even your own thoughts. In order for you, so my point was, in order for you to be successful in life, you can't coddle things that you know that will be detrimental to your vision and purpose. What do you think about that? You on mute, Fatty.
I think there's a healthy balance about it. You know, when they say that you cure your hangover with a little bit of alcohol.
Mm-hmm.
This is actually something that I learned on the last few years. I will do it, and I will deal with you in spurts. I know that you are not good to me for me to be with you, under you. I know it. So instead of actually neutralizing, because if I was going to do that, I probably will neutralize everyone and anyone.
Mm-hmm.
Because all of us have bad traits, all of us have bad days. I'm not a saint myself, right?
Mm-hmm.
I just choose how to deal with you in spurts. Now I don't see you every week. I see you once a week. Now I don't talk with you every day. Now I see you every 2 days. Now I know we are on our toxic time. So, like you see what I'm saying? I believe that's a healthy way, because when you suppress shit in 100%, like, you know, when people go on these massive diets and then they gain it all back,
Yeah.
it's because they didn't do it in a healthy way, a sustainable way.
Mm-hmm.
Is if you were a hoe, you aren't. It's very difficult for you to become a saint on the next day. You go ahead and you understand at this moment when you need to be a hoe. It would be nice if you can do it with your own husband here and there, right? But
Right.
for the most part, you have to channel that energy to somewhere else. So even when it comes to bad thoughts, even when it comes to hanging with people that you know are not good for you overall, put
Mm-hmm.
them on the place that they deserve. Some is completely on the trash. You need to completely cut them off completely, because
Mm-hmm.
there's no reason for you to be with them. And other people pick and choose their shit, and be harsh about it. If this person wants to talk with you with every day, and you know you can only deal with them once a week, do
Yeah.
it. What's the problem
Yes.
with that? Like,
Right.
it is true. And if they don't want that, hey, go ahead and do what you need to do, because some people literally are here to suck your resources, to suck your time, to suck your attention, to suck everything and everything you have. If you don't want to deal with that 7 days a week, but you're okay with dealing with one, and you are anxious, like you are eager to see these people because they're fun to be around,
Yeah.
it's fine. Go ahead, go outside, get some drinks with them, eat with them, say it was nice to meet you, we have a great day, and go back to your life. I think the problems are when you don't put them on the correct slot, and you put the healthy person on the once a week slot, and the unhealthy person on the I see you every day I talk about you. Tell me tell me you hang with, and I'll tell you you are. Most
Mm-hmm.
of us either are very shy to do something about it, or we don't even recognize.
I think sometimes there's an old saying where people um love them from afar, or something about a long handle spoon. I forgot how it go. But
Yes, you can only love them from afar. Yes.
yeah. And now, okay, now me, the way I'm set up, it is levels. It's levels to it. That if you do some crazy, this like egregious stuff to me, there is no long handle. The spoon is broken. You are trash. I don't know you ever again in life. I will see you crossing the street and I wouldn't even recognize you, because my cutoff game is that strong. But for people like, that you just have to distance yourself from. Be cordial, be friendly or whatever, but distance yourself. And just like how you say, maybe once a week, just baby steps with some people. But I think if somebody is actually like trying to sabotage you or trying to like really hinder you from doing whatever it is, I think those type of people need to be cut completely off. Like there is no little bit here, a little bit there. For me, I think those people should be just like totally cut off, because I don't know when maybe those times that we're cool, or we have our interactions, that's when you really going to put the knife in my back.
Ye- Yeah, but that's the thing, right? It's so how fast are you willing to actually do that? Like, do you need several instances of something happen? You need a pattern of
Oh
behavior.
no,
Once is enough. Like,
for some, once is enough. And then like say if it's like a family member or something like that, or someone that I've been friends with for years and years and years or something like that, um it's a gradual process. But for other people, child, my cutoff is dangerous. I don't know you. I don't know you. I never who what who I don't know that person. I'll cut you off. Like you can't even send me a smoke signal by the time I'm done. Yeah. Mm-mm.
yeah, I'm not like I don't have like that level of. You see what I'm saying? Not
It
resentment,
has
but I
to
don't
be
have that level of.
egregious now. Not like you talking about me or something. It has to be something like you have betrayed my trust so bad. Not little stuff, but something that really like really hurt me. That's yeah. My cutoff is like
That make
I
them
can't.
that makes sense. But like I told you, to me, it's more of because I usually do this, right?
Hmm.
And I was talking about this on, I ask myself, what was the worst thing that you did to me? And if you didn't do nothing egregious to me, it's like you say, love you from afar. I can't. I'm
Yeah.
okay with it.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
I said, hey, some people are on your life for a season. It is what it is,
It is. Yeah.
and it takes maturity for you to understand it, right?
Mm,
So at that point of time, I just believe in either reciprocity or very close to it.
correct.
If people are on your life as a placeholders and they don't add nothing to your life, or you only know about them when they're trying to take something, it's
Hmm.
fine. It's
Yeah.
fine. Make peace with it. It is what it is. Move along. These people, I actually don't have a problem into you love them from afar. The once a week we talk and all. I don't have a problem with that.
Hmm.
The other ones, the ones that are obviously
Right.
against you, they are obviously
Right.
your ops there. Those you
Yeah.
don't even have to engage with them.
Like, we got nothing. What? Why is you?
It
Why?
doesn't even have to. This doesn't those are not even. And I'm
Yeah.
not going to talk about names, but I'm mentioning on the show that I did earlier yesterday.
Mhm.
Like, I will compartmentalize what I need from you when you are going to stay right over there. If you try to get out of that box, there's conversation going to be cut.
Mhm. Mhm.
Sorry, sorry.
Yeah.
Like, fool me once, shame on you. Fool me twice, shame on me. Fool me 7 times. I know what I'm fucking. Like, yeah, I know you're fucking with me.
Right. So
So
yeah, I get that.
nope,
I
nope,
agree with that. Yeah, I agree with that.
nope, 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 nope. That's not what we're about to do.
Well, can we flip that? What you just said? Fool me once, shame on me. Fool me twice. Well, shame on you. How did you say that? But anyway, you know what you just said. But
Fool me once, shame on me. Fool me twice. No, fool me once, shame on you. Fool me twice, shame on me.
now, can we use that in our a personal standpoint? Because like going back to when people say I was young and dumb, or I didn't, I didn't have both my parents, I didn't have a father in my life, or whatever. Can we use that same analogy when people do dumb things and making dumb life choices, and they use those excuses?
Yes, that has nothing to do with me. That's your problem. But
Right.
if I say my daddy used to beat up on me, so when I get bad, I beat people up, sounds like a fair problem. It's not a problem.
Mhm. Mhm.
So it's not. It's like we 30. We're not 21. And I
Yeah.
was okay. Childhood trauma make you be aggressive person or a massive person or a crybaby, all that shit, go deal with that. We're not your therapist.
Mm-hmm.
So no, Red. I have no patience. Are you competent or you're incompetent? Are you good to suppressing your emotions or not? Are you good moving along? Are you a good soldier when it's raining and your body's tired and your belly's empty and you want to go home? Who are you when you are pressed? And if you can't comply with that shit, move the motherfucker along. I don't want no excuses because I don't do that shit to you. I
Yeah.
don't say I didn't do this thing for you because my belly was hurting and my trauma. No, either
Mm.
I do it or I don't. And if you don't, I don't, you are going to be mad at me.
Yeah.
So once again, especially if it's a pattern of behavior, once again, if it happens one or twice, everybody lies here and there. Everybody does some dumb shit here and there. But if you clearly display a pattern of behavior over and over and over and over and over and over again, I'm sorry, this is not this is not something
Okay.
that somebody that you want to get around. It's not.
Yeah. That you have to
No.
definitely cut that off because and then especially here's my thing with especially when you're close with people that are their reputation is not so nice or just like I hear in this space all the time when men say the real women are too close to the hoes, right? With the whole, birds of a feather flock together. How do you feel about that analogy being placed on every aspect of in your lives, career wise, personal wise? Because I've heard people say, well, sometimes you can't judge people by the people that they hang around with or who they.
Absolutely, you absolutely can.
Mhm.
You absolutely can. Why? Why can't I?
I mean,
The,
that's what
the,
they say.
a lot of these conversations will end with the why.
Mhm. Mhm. Mhm.
Why? Why? If you can hang around with the like, you know when they say find me four millionaires, a group of four millionaires, and I can tell you who is going to be the fifth, like something like that.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Uh-huh, uh-huh. Yeah.
It's the same shit. If you think your girlfriend is hanging around with four hoes, that she's not going to be the fifth. You think if your man is hanging around with five cheaters, that he's not going to be the fifth. You think that if your person is hanging with lazy people, that he's not going to be lazy. Like we are a lot of times the reflection. Like our choice is the reflection of us. A lot
Mhm.
of us pick ancient people because we ain't shit. Because if we were, we wouldn't pick these people.
That's a fact.
So
That
so
is
yes, come to me and says I hang around with the drug dealers, but it's
mhm.
not that. No, yet no. I'm sorry. I'm
That's
sorry.
a
Because people that usually end with other good people, they have to get their game up. They get to
Mhm.
do better. They have to show up. They have to put their foot down. They have to actually pick a side, not be cowards. Make sure
Mhm.
everything is taken care of, checking on people and all that shit. If you decide that you rather hang around with ancient people, respectfully, you ain't shit either. And I will understand if you can explain to me exactly how you're trying to do it. Because once again, nobody's a saint here. Everybody has ancient associate friends, whatever, like people that might be on your circle and all that. But for the most part, if I know that you are actually actively looking for these people to hang around them and all that, I know that you, for whatever reason, either you are an ancient person or
Mhm.
you have some ancient behaviors in you, ancient propensities that you are not fully using, but you might one day because there's the people you know.
Mhm. But it's so funny when you said that the ancient thing. I find it very interesting, like when women always say, uh, the men that they've been with, oh, they were narcissists, or all men ain't shit. The men I been was an ain't shit nigga. I always, oh, I said that. YouTube don't bother me. Yeah. Um, I always look at them and I always say that then what it is about you that you keep attracting the same ancient person? Like,
Because you
does
like
that
them.
mean because something in you is not ancient? So that's why you keep doing ancient people? I
That's your that's your type.
right. But
Sorry,
they don't want to admit that though. They don't.
that's your type. If
Right?
Kanye West shows up with Amber Rose, and then he show up with Kim Kardashian, and then he
Mhm.
show up with this woman that he has right now, that's your type. I'm sorry.
Right. Right.
There's nothing you can tell me that is going to change the fact that
Right.
your choices. If I say I like strawberries, my favorite, but every time you see me on Egg and I'm eating some motherfucking mocha chocolate, whatever. That's my type. That's
Exactly.
what I like. I don't care what I say. Is what I do. That's my type.
You're right.
So, oh my God, my first boyfriend cheated on me, and my second boyfriend cheated on me, and my third boyfriend cheated on me. All of them are
Right.
narcissists. That's what you
Right.
like.
That's what you like.
That's
And you
what you like.
probably keep picking that first because you like the what you get out of being the victim of that said thing.
It's because it's like, for example, my panel is a lot of times is a high maintenance, high demand panel. So
Mhm.
not all people are comfortable coming on my panel because they
Right.
know they are going to have to perform,
Mhm.
right? Some
Mhm.
people just like to chill, it's fine. Like some people don't like the pressure. Some people don't like to be active on the conversation, and and it's fine.
Mhm.
But there's the thing, just like in relationships, some people like to go to ancient panels because that's the only thing they know
That's
how to do. They
right.
don't want to be better. They
Right.
don't want to learn. They don't want to question themselves. They don't want to have somebody on a chat saying, I don't think you're right. And this is why.
Mm.
They are comfortable with being seated on peace and shit all day, every day, because everybody is. So if the pool has peace, now that I'm pissing on a pool, nobody's looking at me funny.
Right. I fit in quite
For
nicely. Yeah. Mhm.
for you to be on the grown people table, you have to eat with fork and knife. You have to have manners. You have to make sure that you don't chew with your mouth open. You
Mm.
can be smacking and talking at the same time. This is what comes with you being around good people or people that at least have some type of standards.
Mhm.
So if you want to be sitting on the kids' table where they drop the chip on the floor and they pick it up and they eat it and they eat it with their hands and ice cream all over and the spill, you are who you hang with. And this is the people that you are comfortable with. These people that are eating with their hands because they just don't want to do better. It's not that they don't know better, they
Mhm.
don't want to do better. So you
Yeah.
are
Yeah. Yeah.
the company you keep. And
Right.
this is, for example, I
Mhm.
don't allow kind of bullies around me, even though I might have a reputation. I don't allow people that are malicious with no reason. Just straight up school shooters, straight up bullies. They see somebody that is weaker than them. I'm going to go there. I'm going to fuck with them
Mhm. Mhm.
because that will be a reflection of me. If
Yeah.
I allow racists around me, that's a reflection of me. If I allow people that clearly hate women, like clearly is like a
Mhm.
hate, it's a
Mhm.
reflection of me.
It's
If I
reflect.
allow woman, like this is a reflection of me. So what are we doing? Is not on me. I'm going to surround myself with all these piece of shit people. And when
Mhm.
it comes to me, oh no, I'm I'm solutions based gang.
I was about to say this.
Oh no, not me. That I
Right.
will allow
Right.
all these motherfucking clowns around me and all this shit. I
Right.
will be I will be a simp angel, but I don't see myself in this. No, you
Right.
chose that. That's you. It's fine. It's
Exactly.
fine. You dress like a power. I use this analogy all the time. You
Uh,
saw, you saw the Power Rangers. You
mm,
wanted to be one. You get there, you get the red suit, you put the helmet on, you get the Mighty Morphin shit, you get the fucking watch, and when Jordan says, hey, fatty, it's time to combat crime, man, get the fuck out of my back, bro. Why do I have to fight? I don't want to fight monsters. Motherfucker, you are a Power Ranger. You chose to be a Power Ranger. Now you're
right.
mad because you have to fight monsters? Also, just for the photo. It's just to look good in front of bitches and shit. Like, you are a Power Ranger. Go fight crime. That's what you do.
Right. It's so crazy, like, because when I first started this YouTube thing, like, this was like, what, 4 years now? Um, I'm Lapeef Jr. told me, he was like, whatever you start off doing, make sure you can keep it up, because that's how you're gonna draw your crowd. And as soon as you switch up, then that's when they leave. And it's so funny because we mentioned it a few minutes ago, how once you have that crowd of like the messy, like the the
Yeah,
hit
the messy crowd.
pieces and all that kind of stuff, that's what people want to want from you all the time. And then when you try to switch over to real content and stuff, then you'll see who really rocks with you or not, because you're not giving them that high what you started off with them, with.
And that's literally what happened to Lapeef. They tricked him.
Mm-hmm.
They
Mm-hmm.
lied to him. They said, oh my God, please. We
Mm-hmm.
want some dope conversations with no drama, please. It's about community. Oh my God. And as soon as he fixed that shit, bye. Where's the next where's the next entertaining part where I get my eye every day? They lied to him.
Right, because like now the feistiness is gone, the
Yes,
cantankerous
for
conversation
the most
going.
for the
So
most
now it's
part.
like, really don't want to.
And you see why I'm telling that human nature is kind of fucked up.
Mhm.
We always claim you have a boring show, you want something exciting. You have a exciting show, I want something more constructive. No, let these people go where they go. You know what I do? I go ahead and watch the most messiest show on YouTube, and then go on National Geographic on Discovery Channel and watch a documentary about the Martians and about how the pyramids were made. I
Mhm.
literally do that shit. I
Yeah.
do it all day, every day. I will not go to a show like X, Y, and Z and
Mhm.
tell them, hey, this is too clean, be more messy. This is too messy. I just hold you to your own words. If you say you are such, you have to be such.
Yeah.
And I think a lot of times, and respectfully,
Mhm.
like the Lapif Network, that Thursday show was toxic, but it was a extremely entertaining show.
Yes.
People were kind of pretending that they wanted to see something else, and if they did something else they would support it, and as soon as he did, they pull all the motherfucking effort, all the super chats, all the views, and
Mhm.
now he has to recover and build another motherfucking plane because the one that he actually landed is not going to start anymore, and that's fucked up.
Yeah, it's
That's
it's
fucked up.
and it's going to be hard to kind of, especially if you don't have the right players. It's going to be hard to kind of reproduce that
Yes, and
high again.
and it's dangerous.
Hit the Cash App. Now we need a paper towel fund. Okay, hit the Cash App. Hit the
Hit the
Cash
cash
App.
app.
Go to PayPal. Same thing at Red Lipstick Vibes. Thank you. Good
Hit the cash app, friends. Hit the cash app, and good morning to y'all. But there's the
morning,
thing.
everybody.
And Red, this is one thing that content creators have to humble themselves about.
Mm-hmm.
Are you the talent or are you just the MC?
Yeah.
If you are the talent, like people like Anton,
Right.
you can do the most because you
Mm-hmm.
are the talent.
He's a talent, right? I got you.
People will see Floyd Mayweather. People will see LeBron James. People will see these people fight. Because they are the talent.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
A lot of these people are just the MC, and they get into trouble because they become so hyper dependent of the talent. Then as soon as the talent is off, they have nothing to offer anymore.
Gotcha.
And it's all about ego. It's all about, oh, I think people like, remember when the guy from Fresh and Fit says she loves me for me, right?
Yes. Yes. Yeah.
Nobody nobody came to see. Nobody
Yeah.
came here to see you, Otis. Nobody came here to see you, Otis. I'm sorry, nobody came here to see you.
Right. All right.
Like, and that's when you get into trouble. Is you think like you if you created Jay-Z or whatever the fuck, like the saying is, do another create another one.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of these people think they are Jay-Z. They are not. They are
Yeah.
Don King at best. They are a good agent.
Not
As
donkey.
soon as they get into their ad and they think they are bigger than the brand and all that shit, and the tenant walk off, that's when you actually get into trouble. And I think these people, unfortunately, did exactly that to Lapif. They kind of gassing him up. They kind of go, now we are going to another direction, and the talent is gone. So who are you? Are you going to pick up the slack? Are you going to be more interventive? Because we kind of don't. Lapif, like when I was watching Lapif in the past, like London, he was way more talkative and all that,
Yes. Yeah.
right? And he got into these "I'm just the moderator" kind of situation. I put
Mhm.
the
He
party
got
together.
comfortable. He got comfortable in that role.
Yes, and now again, who are you without talent?
Mm-hmm.
And hey, man, life happens. Most of our YouTube channels are not going to stay for a long time, just going to stay for a good time. We are kind of lucky that we come from a place where there was a line structure or everybody was eating.
Mm-hmm.
But as soon as there are clear separations from winners and losers, people are going to get addicted to a content creator and they rather see him sleep than watching you doing the most exciting show that you can do.
Mm-hmm. I
So
think that's what's happening is the separation is happening from the from I'm trying to use right words and not be like I don't, the bottom of the bottom of the barrel and the cream of the crop type. It's like a separation between the like out of the era, the group that we in. You can kind of start seeing a separation between the two, where you can see the ones that are actually trying to elevate and go higher, and those that still want to stay where they're comfortable or what they're used to. If that makes sense.
no, it makes sense, but the thing about it is this too, right?
Mm-hmm.
Who are you when shit doesn't go your way?
Mm-hmm.
And
Mm-hmm.
and once again, creating infrastructure. And when I think infrastructure is not just about graphics and all that shit, is building rapport with people. Takes a
Right.
long time.
It does.
People that win rapport with people fast lose rapport with people faster.
Mhm.
It needs to be something that is progressive and is increased, like is incremental. I don't see these people doing their job. And when I said I don't see them doing their job, is
Mhm.
they got too comfortable.
Right, yeah, right.
Just like everything else on this, they got too comfortable. And the
Mhm.
thing is, it's fine. Okay, it's fine. You can be comfortable even there. You don't have to always fight to get iron, 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 all that shit. But the thing is, don't complain when comfortable. Like, don't complain. Like, when we get comfortable in the relationship, we get fat, we start going
Mhm.
working out, we
Mhm.
don't dress the same way. Don't complain about it. Don't complain
Right.
about it. We can all be comfortable, but there's going to come consequences with it. For example, me either being late or delaying shit brings consequences. Me not having a concrete time slot bring
Mhm.
consequences. Me not going to networking with people outside of this place bring consequences. Me not acknowledging the people that support me brings consequences. If you are not ready to actually do it,
Mhm.
expect consequences.
Yeah. Yeah, I agree. I think people they know that they have that, and they are afraid of it. So they tend to stay in the valley because they know that if they try to um move forward or do the work, they know that they have to take accountability for a lot of things that may come up. And I think a lot of people don't want to do that. They are so comfortable with just being mediocre because they know they don't have a lot of responsibility. Being a leader has great responsibility. And I think people like to call themselves leaders or try to pretend to be one, but they don't want to do or have the accountability piece, or having to have to do the work for it to be called a leader. If I'm making sense, I'm rambling, I know, but but they want the title, but they don't want the work. They rather just like, for example, with the show, because when you were talking about earlier yesterday about people stealing your shows and stuff, like I had to deal with that when I first started because like in the beginning, like this before you even came around, like I was like the Lakeith Anton darling because I was a new girl in black. I would do shows with Amira and all that kind of stuff, and the chickadees didn't like me, whatever. And that I will post my show ideas, my titles or thumbnails and stuff like days ahead or weeks ahead, stolen just like that. Like everything just be gone just like that. And so they told me like don't do that anymore. And people would get the glory for something that I did or something that I produced because they didn't want to do the work. They want the title or the accolades for it, but they don't want to do the work. Does that make sense? Am I making sense? I don't know.
No, no.
Right.
The thing about it's not make like, why do you want to be the leader? Red, I loved when I didn't have this. I loved when I didn't have the responsibility. I
Mhm.
just had to show up. I'm the underdog. You are the fan favorite. You are the guy with money and clout.
Mhm. Mhm.
Let me just do what I do best and go to sleep. I love that shit.
Well, some people just want they want because
I
that title holds so much accolades and
But
um
but but there's the thing.
that's
Why
what they
do
want.
you want it? Like I love it. I threw a karaoke night. Bolo comes in, steal the show, and I just
Right.
there laughing.
I'm
I
the
don't
same
have
way.
to do nothing. Like,
Yeah.
why do you want the leadership just so you put a crown on your head and you are
Yes,
the
that's
king? You
why.
know, you know what the first ad that is going to roll if these motherfuckers do insurrection.
Mhm.
Like it, like I don't I actually relish the underdog shit. That's why
Mhm.
for me to try to get out of it and then like the coolie situation, all these people, I actually have no problem whatsoever with doing that shit because that's where I'm comfortable. I don't have to carry nothing. Like I as the person that I like I take pride in actually making sure that shit goes well. Like this was one of the things that I actually kind of resented toward 90s when he said what he said.
Mhm.
When I come to your panel or when I am proud of carrying the conversation. I am proud of making shit pop a little bit. I am proud of rallying the crowd. Make sure that the people that were not in jumping on panel before I come here, now they want to jump on panel because they see me, so they want to go there. I take proud out of that because that's the role that people kind of knighted me. So I have to do my job. And
Right.
the fact that people don't see that respectfully, like being the head honcho, is
Mhm.
not a satisfying role for people that don't
Mhm.
crave that type of attention, don't crave. I
Right.
rather like
Mhm.
it's the fame and the clout. If you gave me $1 million and
Mhm.
the opportunity to be famous, I might pick the famous thing because I might want 20 or 30 to live comfortable. But if you gave me five and you said I'm an anonymous person that can walk on a shopping mall doing, I don't give a fuck about the fame. I don't give a fuck about the clout. I don't care if we are going to show up in the World Star and the Shade Room. As long as I'm having the results, you can get the accolades, you can be the mastermind, you can be. I don't have a problem with it.
Like
So
I'm cool. I'm cool being in the background. I was telling C Breezy, I was like I was like, you just don't know. Like I'll get on here and talk with you guys on this, but I am super shy in person. So I really don't care about being the person, the leader and stuff. But somehow, some way, even in my professional life, no matter how introverted I am or whatever, or shy or whatever, I end up being the leader for some reason. It's like it's in me and it gets pulled out of me, but I really don't want it. But I end up being it for some reason. And Nino makes a good point. He says most leaders don't want to be at rest, but someone got to do it. The ones who want it usually not even built for it.
you know what Nina is saying? Like this happened when I was going outside to Valhalla. I
Hmm.
am a personality. I go there and I see the numbers change. I see the people sending more money. I see the people get exciting. And
Hmm.
somebody says, "Man, Ferry, why you always talking?" Oh. You want to carry the show? Oh, you want to carry the show? I go to
Right.
my desk, I mute myself, and I start working. And as
Mhm.
soon as I'm quiet for 5 minutes, then Fetty, why are you not talking?
Right.
Then Fetty, this is the quiet. Like they want you to carry the show their way.
Mhm. Mhm.
They want you to talk when you summon, be quiet, she'll get the people sending money. No, you when you deal with me, when you deal with Red, when you deal with Nino, you are
Mhm.
going to take the whole thing. You're not going to take just the tip. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
So you have to actually show people that your presence is a privilege, is not a right. So
Mhm.
you guys want me to come in and bring 40 people every night that actually have wallets on their pocket and are willing to spend it, and you
Yep.
want me to shut up?
Mhm.
Got you. I'm going to shut up. And when you ask me to talk, now I'm not going to carry the show. You got this. You random person number 12 with the avatar. You want me to kick me off the show? Totally fine. You got it. Now that I'm out, carry the show.
You're
And you
right.
know what happens? They can't. They are not qualified. They shouldn't be talking. It's just a question of they want to be the ones shooting the ball, even though they never score a point. And when your team starts losing, that's when they are actually okay with you leading. That's when they're okay with you shooting 20 times per game. I learned that shit with Kobe Bryant.
Mhm.
Hey, Kobe is doing too much. Kobe not passing the ball. Kobe not doing this. Kobe not doing that. Oh, you guys are not okay with me leading? Here's the ball. Go get some points. You got these
Right.
guys. And now that you can do it by yourself, now you have to come back to me. Can I do what I need to do to get us out of here? Can I do what I need to do to actually we to excel? Or you still want to be shooting and breaking that shit just for the fact that you want to get some recognition and now nobody actually you are doing a worse job and now people are aggravated towards you because you shouldn't be talking that much. You shouldn't be carrying conversation that much. The victors, the real pookies,
Mhm.
the ruthless aggressions, like all these people that have all these opinions and blah 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 blah, but it's a net negative every time they open their mouth.
Yeah. Yeah. See,
It's
Breezy
like
said the responsibility is the main thing that a lot of people try to duck in leadership.
you can be the leader
Mhm.
when a problem happens. Go solve it. I'm on vacation. No, go solve it. Again,
Well, look, being a leader, you have to learn how to delegate. So,
it not, but it's not even delegate. You have to build shit.
yeah, yeah,
Like
yeah.
you have to build shit. You just can't be pulling up on other people's shit and says I'm the leader. You have to build shit. You have to carry your own weight. You have to make sure that the people that are under you are taken care of.
Yeah.
And those people, by necessity, take care of you too.
Mm-hmm.
Because that's what the team is. And this is in real life. This has nothing to do with YouTube. YouTube is like a section of it, but that's
Yeah.
what it is.
Mm-hmm.
I I will give you these benefits, and with this, for example, a parent relationship. You have
Mm-hmm.
a roof over your head. You have a bed to put your head, the pillow, so you can sleep well. You have food on the table. You have clothing. You have books and all that. But when I tell you to go clean the dishes, that's exactly what you have to do. I don't
Mm-hmm.
want to word the why. I don't have to explain to you. You have to go ahead and do that shit.
Can do
And
it.
this is where you see actually the people that just want the responsibility, they want the privilege without the responsibility.
Mm-hmm.
If I go to you and you are expecting to protect you, to benefit for everything that comes to you, but I'm not willing to take the bad part too, which is you are a teenager under my roof. You don't get to say at which time we're going to eat and where we go. I do it.
Right.
If you don't want the second part, go ahead, go surf, go couch surfing on your friends for a month, and then tell me how it goes.
Yeah. See how that works out. And,
Yes.
that goes like like when people fall out with you or you lose a friend or and even sometimes look I have some crazy situations with family members too and it's like okay you sure you want to go that route, you sure you want to burn this bridge with me, and knowing that when when you and your kids was homeless and I was the one that helped you out, I brought you a car, like, and then you want to get your feelings and then you want to do the turnaround like okay go head out out into the ocean, out into the deep, and see how it feels without me, and then come back and tell me what how you feeling now. And I think that happens a lot in all aspects of life, not just with you two or relationships. Sometimes people, like we talked about earlier, people tend to keep doing the same thing because there's no consequences. People keep lying to your face, or stealing from you, or backstabbing you, or doing any type of egregious thing to you, is because a lot of us sit there and say, "Oh, I forgive you," and give you another chance. There's no consequences for their actions.
Yes.
We do the "I forgive you" and all that kind of stuff, and yeah, we still cool, we still buddies. And no, they need to feel consequence. They need to feel the fire for what they have done. They need to understand, I'm not just going to sit here and forgive you and forget, and then you go right back and do the same thing again and beg for forgiveness. But in the back of your mind, like, oh, well, and I've heard people say this. Like men, like when they cheat or something like that, they're like, oh, she ain't going nowhere. All she gonna do is cry about it and take me back. Same scenario. There is
It's
no
it's a
consequences. You
it,
you
it, it's it's about boundaries.
mm-hmm.
The people have the right to break your boundaries when you didn't communicate them to them. But
Mm-hmm.
once you do, the game starts.
Right.
If you tell me, don't leave the socks and the shoes in the middle of the living room, and I say, hey man, I didn't know, but I will do better. Now I know. That's when the game starts.
Mm-hmm.
And in relationships, it happens a lot. You don't want to tell that woman to change that dress because you know she doesn't want to change it.
Right.
So you rather live in bliss and kind of pretend that you are okay with it, and you didn't say that this is the coolest shit. Why? Hey, why
Mm-hmm.
is your wife? Why are you so comfortable letting your wife, the mother of your kids, coming on the internet and show you their titties and their ass and all that shit?
I don't know. That was so funny.
Right?
That was
It
hilarious.
again, a lot of these things is the number one question that will solve everything is why.
Mhm,
And a
mhm.
lot of us are not comfortable telling other people our boundaries because we are going to lose them.
Yeah.
You are going to say to that motherfucker, hey man, I don't want you to be every time we go out though drunk and shit, because that motherfucker is not going to stop drinking. you
Mhm.
know, hey, I know I got you like this, but you're in a relationship. I don't want you to be dressing like a slut. She wants to dress like a slut. And as soon as you put your foot down, she's going to try to kick you to see if you actually move that foot again.
Yeah.
So we don't put the boundaries. We don't explain to people what are deal breakers. It's fine. People have the right to choose what they need to do overall. But respectfully, if the boundaries are there, if the people communicate to you, it's okay to make mistakes, turn around, apologize, try to do better, all that. If the person doesn't want to do the work, if I say I'm going to do this fitness journey and we are in June now and I'm still on the same
Right.
side, I'm sorry.
Right, right,
Hey
right.
man, hey, stop sending money for the protein fund or whatever the fuck it is.
Right, right.
No, I'm sorry. I can
Mhm.
be like the situation with Cam you did yesterday.
Yeah, that was
Like I can't explain what we want and
mhm.
then get the same result. Oh no, in 50 years we will see blah 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 kiki kaka. No, it's time for actions. It's time for us to move along. It's
Mhm.
time for people to mean what they say and say what they mean. If people show you that they mean something but they do another thing, why are you entertaining them?
Why you entertaining it? I agree. Yeah. And
That's a
that's
good
why I
question.
said
Why?
yeah. But you know what? Because I think they entertaining because they align with it as well. That's why they entertain it.
No, I think they just want to choose. They don't want to actually choose.
So
If I
that
can
goes back to my original thing. Pick a side, hoe.
no, but there's the point. I would, for example, this is why I don't like accountability partners when it comes to fitness or personal trainers on my back watching me like a hawk and shit. You are
Mhm.
not there when it's 3 a.m. in the morning. You are not in front of my fridge. You can stop me. I will do what I want to do.
Like Fatty, what
You
did you eat this morning?
yeah, you can make
I
me do
can't
the
tell you
most
I had a donut
extreme.
last.
You can make me do the most extreme hard work.
Right, right, right.
You are not there at 3 a.m. in the morning. You
Right.
can control me. I'll do whatever the fuck I want. And that's what I'm talking about. If I come here in January to explain you what are my goals in December, and I say I want to lose 100 pounds, and I
Mhm,
say I want to go to the gym and go swimming, do some physical activity 4 times a week, and
mhm.
I get to the end of the year and I lost 30 pounds. I think I deserve a little bit of understanding because
Yeah.
at least I move forward. You see what I'm saying? It was slower than I thought.
And you
I
got some
probably couldn't
results.
do it,
Right.
but if it gets to the end of the year and all the people that believed in me go to the motherfucking scale and I'm
Mhm.
the same weight, I lost 5 pounds in a year.
Right.
Why do I deserve their support again?
That's
Why
like
exactly? Like
what's that
why?
show, Freddie? The 600-pound life.
Hmm?
When the doctor now gives them the book and tell them what they need to eat and what they need to do, and so they're like 685 pounds, and then 3 months later, they go to the doctor's appointment and they still like 697 pounds. I'm like, what you was doing all this time? Like, okay. Like, okay, like it's like you just wasted all this time pretending. And see, here's the thing. People are pretending to do their quote unquote resolution or vision or whatever it is. They're pretend in the public, but then in private, it's a different story.
What do you call these people that don't do the work but they still get the results? Like the guys that are like on the group, like there's like a group homework to do, and the
Oh
people
yeah,
are just sitting there. Like
yeah,
there's
yeah, yeah.
they they just there, and
Mm-hmm.
they think if I be quiet, nobody notices I'm not doing nothing. If I get quiet, nobody notices I'm being messy. If I get quiet, nobody notices I'm flirting with these men, even though I have a husband. Now
Mm-hmm.
we see it.
Yeah, we see
Now
it.
I see it, and it's a choice.
Mm-hmm.
If you choose to not work hard on the group homework, it's a choice. You chose to not do that shit. So if people were asking you to step, it's fine. It's a choice, and choices have consequences, like life, and it
Mm-hmm.
will have consequences for me too, because I'm not above the law.
Right.
Absolutely. I am not above reproach whatsoever. What I
Mm,
say to people, I say to myself. Hey man, if I mess up, consequences might happen.
right.
So I don't understand why people don't understand that if they behave the same way, consequences might ensue too.
Well, I think some people just think that they are invincible, or they have the "oh, not me" types
They think they are untouchable. Sorry
syndrome.
for the pun.
Yeah. They think that, um, because I'm not like you, that's not going to happen to me, or, I'm not going to get those come because I'm not you. I'm me. I'm different.
Yes.
That kind of
I'm not
thing.
going to be diabetic if I eat like I
Right,
do and have an
right,
heart attack at 47. It'll never happen to me. Me, I'm different.
right. Right. They're like, I can keep my big back. The doctor say I'm fine. My blood pressure is fine, but okay, all right. All right, keep going. Eat McDonald's if you want to. It's going to get it. And the the interesting thing about it is, like the old folks would say, what you do, you may not get the consequences with them, but it's going to catch up to you in the long run. You may not see it now or get have consequences for your actions now.
Mm,
In
to
the
be
long
honest, I don't know if I agree with that.
Really?
Yeah, because most people are full of shit. Most,
Fatty.
if most people will play blind,
Right, right,
what
right.
are the consequences? You might lose some real ones, like people that have their boundaries and they are like, "Hey, man,
Mhm.
if most people are full of shit, there's nothing you can do." It's like you saying if your Big booty, big titty woman starts acting up, just leave her and find another one. Do you think that bitch is going to be a free agent for long?
Right.
1 week in, she will have all the GMs from the NBA, NFL, NHL, MLB, Netflix, Disney Plus, Nasdaq, Mars calling her. Hey, we have a job for you. What's up?
You're right.
So a lot of these conversations, especially when people have like consequences, not that but consequences only happen if you have the power, if you have power to actually enact consequences. For
Mhm.
the most part, your best friend is going to cheat on you with your boyfriend, and she will find another best friend because people don't give a fuck about that. People say, oh, she did that to Red, but she's not there doing that to me.
But don't you think that like going back to the whole thing where like people just going in a circle, they keep getting the same results because they keep doing the same thing? You don't think that that's a consequence of keep doing the same thing? You keep getting the same result? You don't think that's the similar?
Are you aware of the consequences? Are you aware that you're actually losing? Most of these people don't think they are losers. They don't understand. They don't
Uh,
grasp the concept,
I get
right?
you. Okay, okay.
It's for you to actually feel it, you
Mhm.
have to acknowledge it. If
Got you.
I'm an alcoholic and
Mhm.
I am eager to go to that bar because that's when I feel the best and my demons are out, I don't
Mhm.
care if I die with a fucking fucked up liver. I will
Mhm.
only wreck the consequences when I come. Then my come to Jesus, the come to Jesus moment actually shows up. But for the most part, I probably live in a happier life than you because you are sober, you are sentient, you understand the struggles that you go every day to try to do better.
Mhm.
Look at these crackheads. Look at these people that are completely out of the loop. Do they look like
They be the happiest people on earth.
you see what I'm saying?
Right? Yes.
Oh, I'm going to have some consequences, but I'm walking on
Right.
these earth. I have no responsibilities. Look at the deadbeat dead. Oh,
Right.
karma is going to get you. No, it doesn't. Look at the guy that cares about the kids is the one that is going to get it. The
And
motherfucker doesn't care.
and
You
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 know like the crack fiends marriages be the longest with lasting one. They never get
you you only lose when you care. If you
mm,
don't care,
mm,
you'll find a replacement. If you don't care about your shoes, you find a
mhm,
new ones. If you don't care about your car, you find a new one. If you don't care about your kids, you make another one. If you don't care about your husband, you get another one. If you don't care about your friends, you get another one. Most of people don't care. So consequences hurt the most to people that actually do care. And most of us, unfortunately, right, we don't.
so should we say like sometimes is that should that be a characteristic of a leader not having an I don't care attitude?
No, a leader needs to put his foot down.
Hmm.
That's what makes him a leader because he cares.
Mm, okay.
Because he cares. A person that pretends that they care about you is not a leader. He's just a facade. He's just a placeholder. He's just a personification of a leader. If this person is not different from the crowd, he's not a leader because the leader is supposed to be different from the crowd.
Mm,
The wolf that leads the wolf pack is not like we know it is. Everybody like we know. He's not this. He doesn't let shit fly,
mhm.
right? So when it comes to being a leader, you care, and this is the problematic part about being a leader is it comes with pain. It comes with difficult choices. It
Yeah.
comes with responsibilities. It
Mm,
comes with you having to get into shit that you shouldn't actually have to care at all. If Chris and red lipsticks are fighting, why
mhm,
do I have to intervene anyway? Because that's not my business. But if it's a part of my group and people kind of appointed me to do that, it's my job to make a bridge to say, hey guys, this is not that deep. Let's calm down. You see what I'm saying?
mhm.
And I
That
think that's actually the true mark of a leader. You are not afraid of putting your foot down. I don't care if they call the moral police. I don't care if they call the helicopter mom. Or if
mm,
you have the courage to tell it exactly how it is and to make sure that people are taken care of, not doing too much and all that, I think that's the mark of the leader. When you think just like the flock, you are a sheep that, like, you are. remember that movie, the pig,
Oh yeah,
that he thought he was a pastor dog.
yeah,
So he
yeah. He was out
yeah,
there barking, but he was really sounding like a pig.
yes, you are baby the pig. you
Right,
think you're you think you're a dog,
right.
but when the dogs come around, I don't know about that.
He thought he was barking. He was sounding like he was squealing the whole time.
Yeah. You are baby the dog. I'm sorry, not the dog, the pig. You are baby. That's what you are. Not baby, babe. I guess they guys called babe.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Well,
baby is the
hey,
part is the Portuguese translation.
look at what you just said though. So while you were talking, here's what came to my mind when we were talking about this. It's funny how a lot of these content creators in the space, the men, say they're leaders of the women and all this kind of stuff, but and they say they care about the women. Brother. But yet they don't want to chastise or correct the women, but they say they care about the women and they the leaders.
Yes, and that's why they're not the leaders, because the
Right.
leader because the leader put himself into difficult positions,
Mhm.
even though you might lose either access, good grace with these people.
Right,
And it's
right,
fine. I don't call myself a leader in terms of relationships. I'm not a guru. I'm not a coach. I'm not a financial. I am not nothing to y'all,
right,
right? I do my job. I come here every day, kind of see what's going on. If there's any problem, I'm here to help. If there's no problem, I'll move along. When you put yourself on a pedestal, is the best way for you to get chopped.
right,
Because now you are above everybody. Now the whole crowd can see you because you're up there. Look at you.
right,
You
exactly.
are the leader, right? You are him. And now there's a funeral.
Hmm.
Now somebody has to come out of pocket. And now somebody has to take all these drunk people to home. Are you drinking with them? Or are you staying sober to make sure that everybody's taken care of?
Right.
It
Yeah.
doesn't look like a lot of fun, right?
Mm-mm. Hmm.
So who are you when you actually are in a tough position? Very easy to be leader and to be the man when everybody putting batteries in your back and singing your praises and all that. Who are you when shit is not going well?
Right.
Super
Uh,
chat.
Shout out to Grown Man Talking. Good morning and blessings, Red Lipstick, and shout out to the panel and the chat. Grown Man, I gave you a wrench, so please drop your link to your channel. This is a really dope content creator. He has a dating show. Y'all really, yeah. Please
I
tap
know. I
in.
know it. I
Uh,
actually know it. I've been watching for a while.
yeah, he is so cool. This is dope content creator. So please drop your link in the chat for me because I'm not on my what's the name right now. Um, so you guys can go subscribe to him, please. Thank you for the $5 super chat. Thank you, and thank you, Nino, for the $5 cash app. Thank you, darling. Um, yeah, I, I find it highly contradictory when I listen to a lot of people talk about being leaders or head of anything when you just refuse to because even with parenting, you can use parenting as an example. uh if you're not willing to discipline your children for bad behavior or provide structure for your children, uh there are consequences for that. They run amok. And I look at it in the same way when it comes to, people telling I'm the leader in this space or whatever, but you rather coddle and pander. And when things get out of hand, when other people try to tell you, you don't want to hear that because, whatever you're getting out of being that way, I'm quite sure it's money. Um, you refuse to do that. So I don't view you as a leader because one of the qualifications of being a leader is one that's willing to provide discipline and structure. So to me, you're not a leader.
Just because you are the leader doesn't make you do it right.
Hmm. Hmm.
All of us have a bunch of supervisors, directors, regional, whatever, and
Hmm.
they weren't shit. They didn't know how to do their job. You know to do the job better than them.
Yeah.
So it just the word leader means nothing because
Mm-hmm.
your kids don't listen to you. Your woman pretends to listen to you, but she kind of doesn't.
Mm-hmm.
And even same with me. Like if I'm literally going around to say women are leaders, kind of because that's what I see, and
Mm-hmm.
I myself am culprit of falling into the same cycle. Don't you think there's like a humbling experience? I'm stronger than you. I'm taller than you. I have more money than you. I have more responsibilities than you. My brain doesn't get fogged with the emotions like you. I don't bleed once a month. I don't have babies. I don't have postpartum depression. And I still get run by you. Don't you think there's like a humbling, like,
Yeah.
yeah, it shows introspection.
Mm-hmm.
Most of these people have no idea. They were like me when I was 28. Oh man, I get so much bitches. It's because I'm the king of I'm macking. My game is immaculate.
Right, right, right.
Nope. They just like what they see and just move along because they like me like that. And once they start liking me, now the problem starts.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Most of these people never have this realization. Ever.
Mm-hmm.
Ever. They will never admit it. Ever, 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 ever.
Yeah. That's
And
and
that's not a mark of a good leader. If you're
yeah.
not okay with being mortal, if you're
Right.
not okay with actually bleeding to being regular, that's
Mm-hmm.
not the mark of a good leader. I'm sorry.
I think C Breezy said it earlier. I think in the chat where I think people just like the title and what comes with the title, but not necessarily the responsibility or the work that comes with it. And so I think that's what people are just hook up on. You know, I'm the leader in the community. What community? Which can you show us the community that you lead? Because if this is what you're talking about, I don't think that's I don't think I want to be a part of that because this is full of debauchery. So I don't know. It's weird. I don't know.
And you are, these people chose you. You didn't choose them, kind of. Like, is it like if people come around and they chose me,
Hmm.
it brings a level of responsibility that I didn't have before. But that's the thing, people chose you, right? It's
Yeah,
totally fine.
yeah, yeah.
What happens when they don't choose you? What happens when I have opinions too. I have two legs and two arms and one head, just like you.
Hmm. Hmm.
And I don't care if it's relationships. I don't care if it's YouTube. I
Hmm.
don't care if it's whatever. Who are you when things are going left? Who are you when people try you? Who are you when people check you? Who are you when people ask for shit that you know we are not going to get return of investment, but you give it anyway?
Hmm.
Who are you? And most of us ain't shit.
Yeah,
Respectfully, of course.
yeah. And a lot of people can't take things under pressure and they fold anyway. Then you'll see people are saying I'm strong and this and this and this, but as soon as that pressure comes, they fold like little bee eyes. So
They're
it's
not okay with being uncomfortable. They can
right,
stay.
right.
It's and this is more of the self sabotage people because now I met a bunch of them.
Hmm.
They can be uncomfortable for 1 minute without doing some dumb shit.
Right.
They get in their head, they get in their own way, and they cut themselves of opportunities, jobs, business, love,
Mhm.
happiness because they can get out of their way.
Right. That's what I said in the clip.
Okay.
You got to neutralize the threat in your head. Don't tell me you want to do something and then in the same breath and then you talking against what you said you wanted to do, or you start working against what you said you're supposed to be doing because you get.
I,
I think people get scared. Do you think people are actually they want success but they're actually scared of success?
I think they want the idea of success. They don't have the work that comes with it. They have, I want a Lamborghini, which is a dream, but they don't have the groundwork to actually get there, which makes not a dream, it makes a plan. There's a difference between plans and dreams. Plans, you know how to get there. Dreams, you don't. A lot of these people live off dreams. They don't live off plans.
Mm-hmm.
And they have terrible instincts. This is why a lot of times you be the way, like your brain and the way that it works and your upbringing. Some people, like, you know, in on those cartoons, is like the little devil and the little angel pull up, and is your conscience and talking with you. Don't do that, Sadie. Yeah, do it.
Yeah.
Most of these people have so bad instincts that looks like every time they get to that moment where they talk with the angel and the devil, they always listen to the motherfucking devil, bro. It's crazy.
The
Yeah,
devil's voice is
like
bigger.
in 10 decisions you make, you always choose a seat that is going to sabotage you. That's crazy.
But don't you think that it has to be something within them that keeps drawing them to that if they keep listening
Some
to
some of them can help themselves, but there's a thing. It's not my problem.
yeah, that's true. I don't know.
Imagine that you are this person. You are trapped inside of this genie bottle, and every
Right,
time somebody tries to pull you out, you do shit to slide just back in. It's not
right.
my problem. I'll try it once. I'll try it twice.
Mm-hmm.
If I get you out of a burning building, and every time I turn around, you run again to that burning building, I'm not going to go there again. And most of us go there several times.
Over and over and over
Uh,
and over
uh,
again.
Flora is not going to do that again now that she went through. Let me go there and see what's going on. Turn around. Looney Tunes. the running on the same place. Right back to the burning building. No, stay over there. You like warm, stay over there. And when you get burned, don't complain. Don't say people push you. Don't say people plot on you. Don't say nothing. Stay over there. If you think, like you were talking about the air conditioning and the blanket and all that shit, people give you a choice. You're the air conditioner. That's the heavy blanket. Pick one and move on.
Fatty,
If
why can I
you,
have
because that's life. You don't get to have both. Isn't that life? You don't get to have both,
that's
right?
unfair. That's
Yeah. I want money. Oh my god, I don't have time. I want time. Oh my god, I don't have money. I am married. Oh my god, I don't get bitches. Oh, I get bitches. Oh my god, like you don't
right.
get that.
You
You
got
have to
you got
pick a side. Yep, pick a side.
pick a side.
Pick a side.
We can't
That's
we
true.
can't put it down the middle. We can't.
Pick a side. Pick a motherfucking side.
And you know what's funny? Sometimes, Randy, sometimes when you were talking, something came to my mind. Like we would say we won't do something, but then we just go to whatever it is a person or something, but it's just in a different body. Same type of person or same situation, but in a different form. And so then we blame it on the new thing, but all you doing is choosing the same thing over again. It's just in a different form or different body. Same
It's in
same
your brain.
same kind of girl, same kind of job, same kind of this, same kind of you just try to dress it up. Or you try to dress it up, you try to put lipstick on it, you can put a wig on it, put some heels on it. Still same thing.
It is the same thing, and a lot of people are stuck. It's like you having a. Do you know the Nokia 3310?
Is that the phone?
Yeah, that looks like a brick. The one that everybody had like 10 years, 15 years ago. The one before the smartphones.
Uh-huh.
You can buy the best software, the best AI, the ChatGPT version 7.0 with the Terminator code and the C. How can you put that shit on a Nokia 3310?
Yeah, you can.
You can, right?
Mm-mm.
Most people are limited,
Mm.
and unfortunately, no matter, like they get, they were summoned into a motherfucking. It's not. This is Pokemon for probably 30% of the population.
Yeah.
I was Charmander and I'm Charmeleon and I'm Charizard and I fly and shit.
Mhm.
Most of us are a Nokia 3310. You might change the color of the cover from gray to black and to pink. You
Mhm.
might have a nice chain with a Tamagotchi on it and all that shit that we used to do. But respectfully, it's still a 3310. It
Right.
doesn't have GPS. It's not a smartphone. It's not going to do better. You get 1,000 SMS per month, phone calls, the snake game, and that's it.
Oh man, it's
A-
me. Yeah.
And we have to be in peace with that.
Mhm. Yeah.
Fine.
And
It's fine.
yeah, and some people still, yeah, that's a good analogy because some people, the reason why they can't, do better or work and go towards their vision and purpose because they still stuck in the past. They and every and because a lot of times especially when I listen to like the ladies on Ladies First or a lot of these other women in the space when they're talking, they still talking in their past. Like so, like when are you going to move forward? Like why is your conversation still stuck in 1997? And
You know what? You know
bringing
how
it
you recognize that?
Mhm,
You know what? Why I how you recognize a person didn't take accountability or is clearly oblivious what happened?
mhm,
And I noticed this because somebody told me a couple of years ago, and I can unsee it, right?
mhm,
People that take accountability and actually think they are controlling their lives talk in the first person. Me, I did that. I
mm,
went there. I
mhm,
got this. I do this. I did that.
mhm,
People that are still on the either victim, either they did that to me. He did that to me.
mhm,
She did that to me. They did that to me. They are a spectator on their own movie. They never do something, something happens to them. That's
mm,
why I wear the it happened shit. No, you decided to, like a person that takes accountability. Yeah, I did it.
mhm,
I did it. It was me. A
yeah,
person that is a passenger on their own life and they think that everything that bad that happens to them is some out of. I didn't know. I
mm,
wasn't driving the car. He
mm,
took me there. He did this to me. Look at the Kita shit. The tonight conversations.
yeah, yeah,
She's a spectator.
yeah,
I didn't know.
yeah,
I didn't care.
she's doing the
This
most.
happened to me, and that happened to me, and they did this to me, and they did that to me, and they did that to me. And, bitch,
But you know what, Fanny? I don't see why they don't that they didn't expect this what they're getting from her is because before she even came to that platform, whatever,
oh, they know.
all of her content and stuff has been that victim stuff that kind of talk.
No,
It's
that's no, no,
always
no, no. Yeah, but that's where you're wrong, Greg. That's how she got the job.
so you saying that's why they recruited her.
The same way you say
Mhm.
that these women have a type and they know exactly what they're going for.
Mhm.
We as content creators know exactly what we're getting when J Prince comes up on our shows.
Oh.
When Daryl comes up on our shows, when Joseph come on, we know,
Mhm.
we know. And now is what are you willing to do when these people are around you? Are you somebody that puts your foot down and has boundaries so this person can be around, but if something happens, you put your foot down, or you are somebody that's going to let them rock? That's
Yeah.
where like the leader thing conversation happens.
Mhm.
She got the job exactly because she is the person she is. It's not a fault. It's the feature that make her got the job. Oh my god, I
Mm.
can believe men like women with BBLs. How many of them did jobs, BBL, all of that? They
Right.
choose her because of that.
Mhm.
So again, don't come with the bullshit. Don't say, "Oh, I listen to X and X and X," because you know exactly who this content creators is. Just like you knew exactly I was in that bitch was in shit. You know
Right.
exactly who they are. and there's a reason for you to get there. I do that all the time. You guys see Flora
Mm-hmm.
coming up here and there. HQ is going to be my co-host,
Lord,
and I have to talk with you about that.
I
I'm
want
late on.
a bottle of wine.
Yeah, I'm late on message, but I actually need to talk with you about something, right? But the like we do this on purpose
Mm-hmm.
because
Yeah.
because it's kind of how these conversations actually are cool. It's not with all people that agree with you. It's with people that clearly disagree with you. Because if this is a circle jerk, why are we here? Oh yeah,
So,
yeah, fair. You're right. Yeah, you're right. Yeah. You're right.
yeah.
I agree with you. So
So in
it's why they
in
get
this
the job.
conversation, right? Can we say that? So, because I see a lot of people, because I be on the TikTok stuff.
Huh?
People are like, saying that she's the victim in this, or that Kitty or the other guys. And so if it's the way you saying it, then nobody's the victim in this situation. Everybody knew what they were
Nobody.
getting themselves into, so it's just a
Thank
big
you.
circus mess.
Thank you. Nobody is the victim. It's like you joining the Untouchables and then say, "Oh my God, Fetty, why you so messy, motherfucker? I was messy before you got here." The fuck, like you want me? Oh my God, Fetty, I think you should tone it down, bro. I mean,
Right,
like you can't just come here
right.
and then pretend you didn't know. Oh, I didn't know about it. What the fuck you didn't know about it?
Be like, look, I like the debauchery every now and then too.
It's it,
Sprinkle here, sprinkle there. Yeah.
it's ridiculous. Like
Mhm.
that, and that's for example. Like I am very strict with the trolls that come on our chat. Hey
Yeah.
man, kick them, because
Mhm.
I know they're going to do the same when I see you other places.
Yeah. Yeah.
But having them, and this, oh my God, I can't believe Keisha did that. You can. You, you are on season 7 of Game of Thrones, and you
Mm,
think you are surprised that King Joffrey is King Joffrey?
right.
Okay,
Like where have
okay,
you been? You weren't paying the plausible deniability, fatty. That's what
yes,
plausible.
yes,
I
yes,
see nothing. Like somebody said, "Oh, I stepped away. I ain't see that." Whoa, what happened? Like what? No, you see what happened, and you heard everything. What are you talking about? You talking about I ain't see it. I hate when
yes,
people be doing that. You see
and
it.
and and it's easy to do that because it doesn't require you picking a side, but people are going to catch up to you.
There you go.
Right,
Pick
again,
a
right? Every time there's drama,
Mhm.
now there's you have to go on business.
Mhm.
Every time there's drama, like people are going to catch up to you, and they're
Right.
going to ask, "Hey, if this is about X, why are we getting Y?" And this
Right.
is why I'm telling you that the consequences a lot of times for us don't happen.
Mhm.
Most people choose the same shit. They choose to not see it. Oh, Sugar Bum is on a rampage again.
Yeah.
Hey man, it is what it is. Don't
Let them live in the chat. They be okay in that
don't
as long as they don't say nothing egregious.
don't ask for people to intervene and to do better when you are literally turning a blind eye to bullshit.
And you're how does Mr. Logic say that, he doesn't negotiate with terrorists? You're like enabling terrorists. So it's like, okay, what's going on here? I don't know. Uh I think it's like a when it's people are like double minded or what is the saying? Oh my god. Like bipolar in their thinking when it comes to stuff like that. It's okay for this part, but it's not okay for that part. It's okay
And
for
even the one that didn't negotiate with terrorists
mhm.
had a change of heart. And this is what I'm talking about.
Mhm. Mhm.
I am okay with people evolving on their positions because life makes us experience some shit that change the way that we look at stuff.
Mhm.
You are not going to just tell me that you change your mind on a whim. You didn't explain the thought process. You didn't explain nothing, and you are okay with me saying, "I understand." No, I don't. I have no idea why. I have no idea why you changed. Why all of a sudden the rules were X and now are Y? Because
Mhm.
when I do it, I explain to people. I thought this was this. I didn't see it right. Let's try to do it this way. If
Mhm.
you don't have the same care, respectfully, I'm not even curious about your thought process anymore because there's nothing there.
Nothing there. You're right. Right. Right.
You change it out of convenience. You change
Mm,
it because you thought it was going to get you more money. You change it because you were getting more views. You change it because you thought you were getting more bitches.
right. And see,
So,
that's where my cutoff comes in. Like once it gets to that, then I'm like, yeah, okay, it's
but
time for me.
you don't have to cut them off. You just have to put them on the shelf. Uh, Recreational use only.
But check this out, Fanny. In like not even like with this YouTube, but even in my personal life, like 9 times out of 10, I don't have to do the cutting off. They fall off on their own because once I'm not supplying whatever it is that they need anymore, they tend to fall off anyway. So sometimes I don't even have to do the cutoff. They cut themselves off.
I get what you're saying, but there's the thing. I don't think everything needs to be black or white. Either your enemy or your friend. There's like a gray area, right?
Yeah.
If I know that you have no substance, I
Mhm.
put you on the recreational use only. What is the recreational use only? You did nothing to me. I
Mhm.
just don't take you seriously. It's just fun.
Yeah.
See what I'm saying? Get in
Yeah.
the same group, we laugh and giggle, we get some drinks, we might fuck. If you are a male friend, we might go to a night, play basketball. I just
Mhm.
don't take it seriously. You are on the recreational use only, meaning you are a part of my life, but you are not going to be one of the building blocks of my life. I'm not going to take you
Right.
seriously like you stay over there. And if I need something in specific that is actually your expertise, I will go
Mhm.
to you. But other than that, I don't take you seriously. And a
Yeah.
lot of actually these people that are the emotional vampires and the energy vampires,
Yep.
they know that they
Yeah.
are not taken seriously and they
Mhm.
will rebel against you because you don't promote it to the serious spot, to the I take
Right.
your opinion in consideration. No, that you didn't do nothing to show that you have a,
Right.
a healthy
Yeah,
brain.
that's that when that supply is dwindling or gone, then they have to find another source, just like a vampire. So they kind of fade and they're like, "Oh, I haven't seen you in a while. We haven't talked in a while." You don't have to do much. They kind of just fade off into the darkness, looking for somebody else
And
to
that
solve.
And that's what we're talking about. It's not my job to rehabilitate you. It's your job to be
Your
rehabilitated.
job
You
to
can you can come in with the same set sob story every
Mhm.
single time. Then you are healed. I get back to you close, and then you
Right,
do the same
right.
bullshit, and then you cry, "Oh my God, I'm down." No,
Mhm.
sorry, not my responsibility. You tried it. It didn't work. Go work on yourself. Recreational use only.
Yeah. Like I
My bad.
and
Sorry, it's
my
not my
I don't have
responsibility.
no patience for Eddie. Look, my patience. Look, if like if I have a like I had a girlfriend like she would do the whole encircle thing, and because I'm very honest and blunt when it comes to people that I care about, and I'll tell them like I'm not one to coddle anybody. Because I'll tell my girl like, girl, look, that dress is ugly. You need to take it off. You too fat to be in that. I'm that kind of girl. I'm that kind of friend. Like I'm going to tell you. I think a lot of times when people get into that circle and then they expect you to be that shoulder to cry on because you were that person that they came to, for a while, and then when you switch it up, and be like, no, you need to deal with yourself. Like, no, I can't give you any emotional support. I can't give you any financial support because you keep coming to me to pull from me when you keep going through the same situation over and over and over. And then when that cutoff happens, they can't take it. They crash out.
No, and that's fine. Do them like they do you and ask for shit. Do
Mhm.
them like they do you and remove yourself when you don't need nothing. Do
Right.
like a lot of us are placeholders and we just don't know.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of us were friends with these people because we had a car. We used to go to the beach. I had the dude knew the security guard in the nightclub
Mm-hmm.
until I don't need to go to the nightclub anymore.
Right. Right.
A lot of us are placeholders in relationships, in business, in friendships. And as
Mm.
soon as something better comes up, you are going to be distorted.
Yeah. Yeah.
So make peace with that and move along. And if people, and again, if you don't want to give this person something, it's all your right to, like, you can say no, it's fine.
Mm-hmm.
It's actually fine. You can say no. It's fine to say no to people. And most of these people actually take advantage of the fact that for most of their life, they never got a no.
Mm-hmm.
Because people were too
Right.
afraid
Yeah. Yeah. I was
too
about to say.
afraid to lose them, too afraid to offend them. No, no.
Mm-hmm.
I don't even have to tell you your dress is ugly. Oh, you want to make a fool of yourself? Hey, good luck, man. I, t- I, I tell you twice. I have all the patience. You know why? Because at some point, it's not my responsibility.
That's a mess, man.
Hey, that's great. That dress is looking crazy.
Right.
Nah,
Right.
nah, I got it. Hey, the dress is looking crazy. Nah, nah, I got it. Go
Right.
ahead. Hey, hey, I told you twice that you have a booger on your nose. You lashed at
Right.
me. Go ahead. Go ahead. Hey, you smelly, brother. Go take a
Go ahead and
shower.
do that. Go
Oh,
ahead and
you,
do that.
oh, you get mad at me because I'm telling you to go take a shower?
For real.
Hey, go ahead, Stinky. You got it.
That's
You
the
got
truth.
it, Stinky. Go
Yeah.
ahead, Stinky. The world is your oyster. Go have fun.
If you want, if that's the road you want to go down, I keep giving you the right directions, but you want to follow your own. There you go. There you
Even if it's the wrong directions, at least you care. You see what I'm saying? At least you're trying. Look, hey man, I don't think this is a good idea. If you want that, you want to go do what you want to do, hey man, it's fine. Just
like,
if
sometimes you gotta let them, hit the
yeah,
brick.
sometimes you have to let them touch the stove,
Yeah, yeah, yeah. You
and
gotta let
because we touch the stove too. Sometimes people said something and we didn't listen, and hey man,
mm-hmm.
so my bad. But for the most part, go ahead and let them touch the stove. 33 times. Put
Yeah,
their face on that shit. Burn to a crisp. It's
yeah.
not your responsibility. You're not a firefighter.
You can't be soft hearted in some instances. Like, oh no, be all like, no. Sometimes, because even like with kids and babies, don't you be like, oh no, you hit? Nah, let them do it. Let them do it. And see what happens. Then
Yeah, I saw a video on Instagram like a baby. He goes and slap his grandma. His grandma gave him
yeah,
the
I
slap.
saw that. I saw
Back. And I was looking at the comments to see the
great.
oh my god, and I was fairly surprised. I was like, yup, I get it. Yup.
No, for that. Mm-mm. No, thank you.
Hey, hey, somebody has to teach you a lesson. Is your grandma? Is your dad? Is the world? Is the cop? Is the
Somebody.
judge?
Yes,
I
yes.
guarantee you he's not slapping grandma again. I
Okay.
guarantee you. I guarantee you he's not going to like when you dish it and you take it immediately, you know exactly you shouldn't supposed to do that shit. There's is putting the end on the stove shit. Now you got burned, now you don't put the end there anymore.
Yeah,
So wait.
yeah.
Better in
However, wait a minute, Fatty. However, you do have some psychos that find pleasure and keep burning their hand on the stove.
and that's the point. It's not your job to heal those cycles. Either because the thing is sometimes they learn it too late.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Sometimes that burn, like they keep burning the same finger and the shit is numb. Like just, they don't feel nothing anymore because that's just the regular.
Hey, Corey.
So
Morning.
Let them let them where they are.
Mm-hmm.
It's fine. They're going to circle around.
I think that's the hard part for some people to let go and let
To
people.
let go, yes,
Yeah.
and you are blocking your blessings. A lot of times you miss the love of your life, the friend of your life,
Mm-hmm.
the trip of your life, the business opportunity of your life because you are so used to that fucking shitty share
Mm-hmm.
that you don't have the courage to buy a new one and throw the share away.
Right.
I do that shit all the time with like more materialistic things.
Mm-hmm.
Man, I shouldn't buy a computer. And
Right.
then the computer breaks and I get, oh shit! Damn, this is what I was missing. Damn, look at this shitty share. Oh shit! This
Right.
is like you are blocking your blessings when you don't get rid of shit that is not working for you.
You know what? Look, that goes back to neutralizing the threats, neutralizing, taking out anything that's going to hinder you from reaching your goal or getting that new relationship, that new job, that new anything. And I think what happens is we get so comfortable with the mess or whatever it is that will hinder us from it, and we don't want to let it go because it's warm and fuzzy and it's been with me all these years. I don't want to let it go. It feels so
Wh-
good, they
When you
just
when you sit in stench for years, you can even like you
you
don't even smell
smell
it. You
it.
don't even see.
Exactly,
The
exactly.
wall is all fucked up, but you're like,
Yeah,
nah, regular wall. The
wrong with
floor
it.
is all fucked up. Wait, what?
Exactly,
Oh,
exactly.
what you guys are talking about? I don't know. This is good. Do, do, do you know the guy called the Asmon Gold guy? Do you know who he is?
Mm-mm. What's that?
Like there's this big YouTuber called Asmon Gold. Like he is one of the biggest YouTubers. He's like probably top 10 YouTuber, right? And he lives in filth. Like he
Oh,
literally lives in filth,
he's a hoarder?
right? Like literally, like he lives in filth. He lives out his like house where he grew up. He doesn't clean a lot. Like he doesn't take a lot of showers. Like once he was on a stream, like a cockroach. It's not even a cockroach like coming through the window. You see what I'm saying? It's like a cockroach started climbing on him,
Oh
right?
my
Like he shows all his teeth rotten and all the fucking sugary drinks that he has on his. Like
mm,
once you live in that environment long enough, you can even recognize it until you actually get a new one. And people are literally saying, "Hey man, I know that you like he been doing this shit for 20 years, right? And he actually do it for the love of it, not just because of the money.
yeah.
But the thing is, he is stuck in something that belong to his past because if you now making millions of dollars per year you
Mhm.
could upgrade your house, you could hire some maids, you can hire people to make your life better. You don't have to spend money on Ferraris and all that shit, but you can spend your money in making sure that you have better living conditions so you can stay doing what you want to do for more 40 years.
But he's
Like,
comfortable in it.
but
Even if he gets a new place, he's probably gonna turn that
they're
into
going to turn it into that shit again, but that's the
so
point.
used to it. Yeah.
But that's the thing.
Mhm.
If you can hire a maid, why don't you have one exactly? Because that's the thing, right? And this is something that I used to do with my room.
Mhm.
All the house is kind of squeaky clean for the most part because I don't be around it. Other than the bedroom and the room, everything is kind of squeaky clean.
Mhm.
A maid can come once a week to clean everything because you live on that motherfucking room. And on the one day that you go out, you call your mama, you call the maid, you call whatever. And that one day that you go to the movies, watch Avengers 33, she comes in on the Sunday, cleans your room really quick in like 3 hours, goes back to her Lego shit, and now you will live in something healthy forever. And she has to only come to your house once or twice per week so you can actually have a good quality of life. Or hire a cook, not a cook that cooks in your house, those
Right.
cooks that by the end of the day they come with a full course meal and says, hey, here's the healthy shit and here's your breakfast. When you wake up tomorrow you can
Mhm.
eat that shit because I know you don't have 3 meals like the 3 meals a day kind of is more of a archaic type of style of like most people eat twice, like big
Yeah.
two meals.
Mhm.
He can do that shit, and that shit probably will cost him $1,000 per month. He does
Mhm.
that shit in Alpha Show. Yeah, he's American. Yeah, the dude is American, right? So that's what I'm talking about. a lot of times we are in chains and we don't even know it.
That's a good
We
point.
The chains are invisible. You
Mhm.
don't want to get out of your comfort zone because, like you said, you are so comfortable living in field that you don't even know what nice water is. You don't even know what having nice skin is. You don't even know what it is going and sleeping on the bed with clean sheets, and you
Mhm.
wake up and your clothes is like you don't know it.
Yeah.
So when
It
you don't know it,
probably traumatize a person. They probably freak out
you,
to
you
have
should
something.
actually after the show you should actually
I'm
go
gonna
ahead
look
and
it up because I'm intrigued now. I'm gonna go look this.
just look it up. Esmond Gold, AS and Esmond Gold, and just look it up because
Like,
I'm going to take a nap real quick because I'm getting a little bit sleepy.
I gotta hit the gym and then get ready for my stream. I'm going to use the OBS today, Fatty.
Look at you, look
I'm
at you.
excited though. I think I did a really good setup and everything. I had a problem with the alert boxes thing
What are
on
you going to use?
Stream
Stream Elements or Streamlabs?
Streamlabs.
Yeah.
I set up I had a problem with doing the alert boxes, but I figured it out because I didn't like the templates and stuff, and so I made
Yeah,
my
the templates are
yeah.
crazy
So I
simple.
figured out how to make my own. So I think they came out really nice though. I'm excited though. I'm like a kid in the candy store. I'm going to do that. So now I just gotta figure out how to set up my little box thing that the what
The
is it
stream
called?
deck. After the show, just send me a message. I'll give you a quick call and I
Oh,
explain you what to do.
okay. Well, guys, look, I'm gonna play this vision part. I just did a little inspirational thing for you guys for so you can get you through your day. And so that'll be it for right now. I just, I wake up at 3:15 every morning. So I was like, well, let me just go live. I don't got nothing else to do. I'll just be sitting here thinking and meditating. So but thank you, Fatty, for coming up and hanging out with me. This
I
is
appreciate it. And don't be a stranger.
of course not. Let me shout out the super chats and stuff before we end this thing here. This is one thing I like about it. Shout out to Fatty, of course, for gifting the 5 memberships. And T.O. came right back and gifted 10 memberships. Thank you, T.O. Then we have free super chats. Frieza came in with a hippo, $4.99. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Good point. What did it say? Repeat. Oh, that's one of those little thingies. T.O. with the $10. Yeah, for the most part, exciting your own vision will put you around people on the similar path goal, and from there you decide to allow them in your tribe or keep them at a distance. Very, very true. Thank you, Tio, for the $10. And Grown Men Talking with the $5, and he says, "Good morning and blessings, Red Lipstick Vibes, Red Lipstick, and shout out to the panel and chat. Thank you, guys."
Yeah, 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 yeah. Right.
All this money, money, money coming to me. No handouts, I really had to do it for me. Watch me work, watch me work, watch me work. Get out the dirt. All this money, money, money coming to me. No handouts, I really had to do it for me. Watch me work, watch me work, watch me work. Get out the dirt. You ain't hater, but you never gonna stop me. Yellow clout, really can't block me. Pipe down like a D appointment. I'm high class and you're just real annoying. Cutting people off like in traffic. Some say it's black girl magic. Some got it and some just have it. Known to give old school vibes like classics. Work hard, my dream can't snatch it. Homegrown, this here ain't plastic. If you want a girl, you can have it. Never judge how you go and get it. Everybody blueprint different. Like I'm trying to heal some children. Let them know never hide their feelings. They can make it and reach past ceilings. All this money, money, money coming to me. No handouts, I really had to do it for me. Watch me work, watch me work, watch me work. Get up.
All right, guys. I have just 2 clips to play, and there's a little inspirational one at the end, and then we're going to be out of here. So let's see what I had to say. Let me get Let me move Fatty over here, okay? About New Year resolutions and having a New Year vision. I know everybody have they have the New Year's resolution and all that kind of stuff. I don't want y'all to have a resolution. I want you to actually, because when people do the resolution thing, how people say, yeah, I'm going to go start going to the gym. January, the gym be packed. Okay. That gets on my last nerve too. Because there be people they ain't been to the gym in ever. Okay. And they always be the ones on my machines. Yes, I said my machines. Okay. Don't know what they doing. But towards the end of February, they gonna be non-existent. They ain't gonna be in the gym. That's those resolution people. See, I don't want y'all to do the resolution people. I want you to be the vision people. I want you to be the people that's on your purpose, working in your passion. That's what I want you people, my people, to be. Forget those resolution stuff. Okay. Forget the resolution people. It's stupid because it's a shaky foundation type thing. You know what I mean? I want you to be clear and concise of what you want to do. Visualize it, internalize it, feel it, see it, taste it, baby. Okay, hear it. Do the research and things and get with the people that you know that will take you to the place that you need to go. What y'all think about that, guys? Shout out to Corey. Right. Hey, team. 18 says no lies told, and they were completely. Yes, they look completely fall off. Shout out for the effort for the first 2 months, but after a while, they lose track of what they wanted to do. So, like in the live stream, I'll put the link in the description of this live after we get out. The live stream that I did, there are parts of the vision you're supposed to have, and one of them is having a blueprint and a plan and a way to initiate or activate that plan. See, with a resolution, it's just a fleeting thought. I really want to do this. Let me pick up, the gym or something like that. But there's no long-term plan or blueprint for it. And I think that's why a lot of people fall off. So that's why I think having a actual New Year's vision, and especially if your vision is working along with your purpose in life. So if we're going to use, the fitness thing, if you know that you will be better at whatever it is that you're doing or want to do, being healthy. So having that clear blueprint or vision for being healthy because it aligns with your purpose, for me, I think that's like a motivator to stay on it and not fall off. Or even if you fall off a little bit, a month or two, a day or two, whatever, it will motivate you to get back on it because in order for me to fulfill my purpose, that I have or the goal that I have to complete this. So does that make sense? I don't know. Maybe I'm just rambling. Y'all know me. Shout out to Corey. Shout out to Corey for gifting the one membership. Thank you so much, Dola. Thank you. So I hope that makes sense. I just want you guys to be encouraged. I mean, I want to see everybody win. That's just me. I want to see everybody win. And there's so much that we can do as a people, as a community, if we just be clear and concise of what it is, get on one accord, have a plan, strategize together of what we want to do. And that's one of the reasons why I kind of gravitated towards the Untouchables and gravitated towards Mr. and Mrs. She Said, is because, it's more community based and there is a clear plan, a blueprint, a vision of where we all want to go in our separate groups and individually and collectively. So, like I said in the clip earlier, your vision will determine your tribe. You kind of want to be around people, and you may not have the same outcome that you're looking for, but if you have the same similar viewpoints or how you want to get there, or things are in a similar fashion, you tend to want to be with those kind of people, because those kind of people will kind of motivate you to even push harder or do more. That's the way it's supposed to be. So let me play the last little clip, and then we're going to say good day to everyone, and you guys going to enjoy the rest of your day.
Can I ask you a question? If someone gave you a simple formula on how you can live your best life, would you execute it? I'm talking about a simple, easy to execute formula that's going to guide you right to your best life. Now, I don't know what kind of life you're living right now, but I want you to live your best life. And I'm going to give you a simple formula. If you execute this simple formula, trust me, you can live your best life. The first thing you got to do is take out a sheet of paper and write down your life goal. Who do you want to be when you grow up? And I'm not talking about age, because we got some 40-year-old people who are immature. Am I right or wrong? I'm talking about being mature. You don't go get blessed, you grow get blessed. So here's what I want you to do. Simple formula, and it works every single time. Take out a sheet of paper, take out your phone, don't be sassy, and write down who you want to be when you grow up. I'm talking about every life goal you got when you grow up. Step number 2, look at it every single day. Every single morning, take it out and look at it. And here's why. I got to get you focused on this. You can't be focused on the stuff in politics and parties. No. You got to get focused on your best life. So I want you to write it down, step 1. Step 2, look at it every single day. Here's the third step. Tell as many people as you can exactly what your life goals are. Don't be afraid. Don't be ashamed. Because what if I don't do? No. Tell as many people as you can, especially those close to you, that you trust on who you want to be when you grow up. I don't care how old you are. Tell as many people as you can who you want to be when you grow up. All right? Write them down. Look at them every single day, and tell as many people as you can so they can hold you accountable. They can check in on you. Because if you get off track, you need some people around to help you get back on track. And trust me, if you can do the simple formula, you can live your best life. Write them down. Look at them every single day, and tell as many people as you can so they can hold you accountable. Let me tell you something. I am living proof that this simple formula can lead you to your best life. At 16 years old, I flunked out my first high school. Luckily, my father was a high school principal. He said, "Son, write your life goals down for your whole life and give them to me." I wrote them down. I'm going to graduate college in 4 years. I'm going to play in the NBA. I'm going to make more money in business than I did in sports. And I handed them to my dad. He read them. He said, "I like them, son. Here's what I want you to do. Look at them every single day." Every day on the way to school, man, I looked at them every single day. And trust me, my life got on track. And I was on a total track to achieve all of that. And before I knew it, I got to college. And adversity hit. And before I knew it, I stopped going to class. I stopped focusing on my future and my goals. And I started focusing on adversity. Luckily, my father called me and asked me a question. "How's it going?" And I told him the truth. That I'm not playing. I'm off track. He said, "Son, where's that goal sheet? Are you looking at it every single day like I taught you?" For 2 years, I did exactly what he told me to do when I was on track. I met adversity. And for 1 whole year, I was off track. But I did exactly what he taught me to do at 16. I brought that same sheet of paper to college, taped it to my mirror, and I read it out loud. I'm going to graduate college in 4 years. I'm going to play in NBA. And I'm going to make more money in business than I did in sports. Since I was 19 years old. That's exactly what I've done. I'm not telling you what I heard. I'm telling you what I know. I'm telling you what I lived. But here's what I want you to do right now. Because it worked for me, it'll work for you. Take out a sheet of paper, take out your phone, and write down your life goals on everything. I'm talking about your best life. I want you to write down what kind of job you're going to have, what kind of business you're going to have, what kind of money you're going to make, what kind of car you're driving, how much you're going to weigh, how many kids you're going to have, where you're going to live. I'm talking about how you're going to travel the world. Write down your best life on a sheet of paper, and it ain't enough. I need you to wake up every single morning and look at it. Not once a month, not once a week, not when you feel like it. I'm talking about every single morning. You got to look at where you're trying to go, like a roadmap to get there. And here's the third thing. You got to be courageous and tell as many people as you can. Here's why. They're going to check in on you, and they're going to hold you accountable. Can I ask you a question? Are you that person that can sit there and scroll through social media for hours and hours and hours? You trying to figure out what's going on with this rapper, what's going on with this singer, what's going on with this politician, what party was this, who went to this party, let me watch this video. And you sitting there for hours and hours and hours. Meanwhile, wasting your time, you got the same credit score. Wasting your time, you got the same money in the bank. Wasting your time, you making no progress. Now, enough of that. It's time to get right. It's time to stop. It's time to get locked in and focus. This next year is your year, but you got to do something different. I wanted to play in the NBA, and I went to my coach and asked a simple question. Coach, what do I need to do to play in the NBA? What do I need to do for my dreams to come true? What do I need to do to become elite and become a person who performs at the optimal pinnacle of my industry? I went to a qualified person and asked them a question. What do I need to do? When's the last time you talked to somebody qualified and asked the question, what I need to do? You're talking to your brother, you're talking to your aunt, you're talking to your barber, you're talking to all kinds of people who ain't qualified. You better go to somebody who's qualified and ask the same question I asked. What do I need to do to play in the NBA, coach? Because you're qualified, because you played there yourself. Go to someone qualified, just ask a simple question. What do I need to do to get to the next level? That they're qualified, they'll teach you some simple tactics to get to that next level.
If you believe in Santa Claus and you celebrate Christmas, you're looking forward to Santa Claus coming down the chimney giving you some presents. It's a real good time of year, so in that good time of year, we start to feel real good about ourselves. So I start to feel great. So we start making promises to ourselves about, hey, I'm gonna lose some weight, I'm gonna do better in school, I'm gonna be better here, be better there. But guess what happens? The real Merry Christmas happens when all of that noise is gone, it's quiet. And it's you against you, and now all those endorphins are gone. And I promise you, man, by getting up early and getting after it to go lose weight, study harder, guess what? It's a lot harder now. That repetition becomes a lot harder now. So a lot of us can't do things on our own. So find somebody in your life. So when you throw that towel in, they throw that motherfucker back at you and say you're not done yet. It's about 7 inches of snow, and I'm extremely ecstatic right now. Pain is just a feeling. You see it's happiness? Why? Because it sucks. That's why I'm so happy right now. Merry Christmas. Well, it's that time of year again, Thanksgiving and Christmas, where we all start going to parties, start taking time off, eat more food, work out less, study less, and just have a good time. That's all fine, but we still have a responsibility to ourselves to hold ourselves accountable and not feel sorry for ourselves. They worked so hard during the year. Take these times, you have more days off from work, to spend time with your family. Find some time to get after it. Find some time to get in the gym, study more, improve yourself. Forget New Year's resolutions. Start today. You have no fucking idea how great you really are. You have to envision something that is more powerful than you. Instead of the path of least resistance, I started choosing the path of most resistance to prepare myself for the journey that was coming my way.
I'm so thankful that I wrote my goals down. I'm so thankful that I looked at them every single day. I'm so thankful that I told my father, because he checked in on me. And when he checked in on me, I was honest with him. I was off track. And all he did was remind me of what he already told me to do. And since I was 19 years old, my life has been completely on track. And I've been living my best life by executing this simple formula. Let me tell you something. I'm not telling you what I heard. I'm not telling you what I read. I'm telling you what I lived. I am living proof that this simple formula is going to be transformational for you. Because I don't want you to live a good life. I don't want you to have a slightly above average life. I want you to live your best life. And all you gotta do is execute this simple formula. Write your vision plain up on tablets so it can be seen by men. And that man is you. That woman is you.
So to Red Lipstick Vibes, the OG in the motherfucking host.
I'm just wanna see a man that cut the truck and bought the bang bang rain 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 rain. Let's face the fact you can't compete with me. You've been watching, plotting, and copying, but still can't beat me. Envious of my flow, my savage style. You can't duplicate divine energy. I'm dripping in red lips, red tits, red bottoms, real slick, real hair, real nails, real hips, brown sugar skin dripping in chocolate, pretty petty red RLV, dropping gems so wisdom and femininity. Rain, 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 rain. You hate that fact that all men respects me, my style, my grace, my pretty face, my gift shot so bright, all in your face. Unbreakable, unstoppable, untouchable, covered in blood and in pie. By my side, I'm a part of a conscious tribe. Unbreakable, unstoppable, untouchable, pretty petty red RLV, dropping gems of wisdom and femininity. Red lipstick vibes is where you wanna be. Petty red is who you wanna be. Petty red is who you wanna be. Unbreakable, unstoppable, untouchables, empire standing behind me, a conscious tribe by my side. Prepaid red RLV, red lipstick vibe is where you wanna be. Get it through your head, there can only be one me. Traditional mindset, moving gracefully. You hate that fact that all men respects me. My style, my grace, my gift shine so bright, all in your face. I'm dripping in red lips, red tips, red bottoms, real slick, real hair, real nails, real hips, brown sugar skin dripping in chocolate. Unbreakable, unstoppable, untouchable, pretty petty red RLV, dropping gems of wisdom and divine femininity. Red lipstick vibe